Sentinels, your map ban.
Icebox.
Icebox. And your map pick.
Lotus.
Lotus. And your side.
Hello.
Attack. And your map pick.
Pick bind.
Bind. Thieves your side pick.
Attack.
Attack, okay. And Thieves your map ban.
Breeze.
Breeze. Sentinels your map ban.
Banana Sync. Go to split.
Yep, sounds good. And your side? 100 Thieves?
Defense.
Defense?
Split, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for split. Okay, let's run again. So Thieves ban Sunset, Sentinels ban Icebox. Thieves pick Lotus with Sentinels on attack. Sentinels ban Bind, or sorry, pick Bind and Thieves on attack. Thieves ban Breeze, Sentinels ban Ascent, and the default map is split with Thieves on defense. Good luck, guys.
Good luck. Thanks.
This
Good luck,
is
guys.
something I think.
Okay, bye, Keldon.
The most anticipated elimination game of kickoff is finally here. Riot Games Arena, are you ready?
Let's go. I'm ready.
And we know Sin City is always the loudest city. Give it up for your Sentinels!
Let's go.
Throughout the offseason, all eyes were on these two storied organizations and what moves they were going to make. And coming into this one, everyone wanted to see the clash. 100 Thieves versus Sentinels, and we are finally getting it.
It's the two orgs with the highest expectations. It's two star players turning to new roles in rebuilt rosters. It is going to be a clash, but only one of them can continue on and survive in this lower bracket, which is crazy. This group is so tough to call, and this veto, Mirna, is so interesting. I think we're gonna get an opportunity to see what 100 Thieves is cooking. They've already really been committed to these ideas around the Gecko Fade, and we get Lotus, Bind, and Split. You might get that on all three.
Yeah, I love all three of these maps. I think going into this Lotus, I'm gonna be so excited if I do get to see that Gecko Fade combo. Only because if I see another solo Sky, I'm gonna lose it. I think especially on Lotus with these new changes, the Sky changes, the faction, it's impossible to have a solo Sky.
What would be the alternative to running that?
That's what I'm saying. I love the idea of having Gecko Fade. I love the idea of having double initiator. I don't know if it's 100% gonna happen, but I need to see at least a Gecko, especially with Boostio on that pick.
Absolutely. I think Gecko is so good on this map. You pair him up with any flash initiator. I think you can even do it with the Sky, and it is good. Most teams will probably still consider that double controller composition. Teams love running Viper. It really helps you out at late re-clearing A. But we have seen some squads in the offseason willing to sacrifice that for the double initiator just because the Gecko initiator combo is so strong right now. And I see a chamber.
There's a chamber there?
Who is it?
Chamber? No Gecko?
Who is it? It's
Cryo
He's back, baby.
Oh my both teams running a no flash comp other than Omen.
And
But
Boosie,
no
fine
flash.
with this.
Boosie dyed his hair and
This
everything.
is just
Yeah, what
the
the heck?
Fnatic
What
of
is this?
last year that Sentinels is running. It is a time
No double.
proven
Okay, they have double
proposition
smokes.
that still
Okay,
very
but
much works
chamber?
on this map, but we're giving up the
Crazy.
killjoy to lock in the chamber for Cryo. That is going to be so exciting to watch. It's 100 Thieves.
Cryo
Sentinels.
was great on
Only one
chamber.
can survive.
And that's where he got his
One
fame.
of the hypest matches, if not the hypest matchup in this elimination round. Riot Games Arena, make some noise as we send it over to your caster.
Shit, dude, I could have gone to this if I. Nah.
Everybody's been waiting
Record.
for a match like this for quite some time. Elimination here between these two teams. One match to decide whether you continue to fight for Madrid or you're going to be waiting on the bench on the sidelines for over a month, watching everyone else have fun.
Last year, we were kind of bookended by 100 Thieves Sentinels games. In week 1 and then in LCQ, both are like really big matches. The one in LCQ and an elimination game similar to this. It really does feel inevitable. All roads
that was
lead
shit
to
on.
this matchup.
Oh, the game
We've
is stuck.
played against each other so many
Let's go.
times, but not with these specific iterations of the rosters. And these compositions are interesting. Teams defaulting towards what Fnatic were doing last year with the fade instead of the sky after the nerfs. But I love the chamber pick. I really feel like teams can make this work. And when you have someone like
Where does it get like chamber picks?
why not?
Oh,
The-
wow, that's played by Asuna.
He just went for the orb at
Yep.
the start.
Why
of the
did he
round.
just go for the-
trusted that his utility was good enough to keep the attackers back.
Hell of a way to get the pistol round started. First kill.
Ooh,
Going in the
that's my
direction of
camera.
Sentinels. Towards C. Anticipating a refight here. You can see that's why Tens is
I'm a
holding
bit
that
tired.
paranoia. Now they set their sights over towards the side, anchoring towards the back. That's Bang. He's got a lot to do here with the orb up. To stop in the plans of Sentinels.
I guess this
Now
perfect.
here we go. More util send flying. Nade towards the back on top of it.
What the-
Into the smoke. That's Bang. That was a right click. Blaming an easy one apparently from that range. Still, a few more players to meet him, and eventually with the jump spot, they're going to be well suited. Sentinels gaining ground now. Spike we planted momentarily, but with the door opened up, Cryo a chance for him to really do some damage. Slipping through and past, but can he find this one? Kills Elsis. He's low enough, buying time for the rest of his team to get into
Okay.
position. The damage done to him. 29 health for the triple face. Only gets it done. Leave it to the one player now. All up to Boostio.
Well, it's planted.
Set up inside a low smoke towards the ground. What is going on here?
Doubled up.
Could Boostio possibly make anything happen?
Not giving too much away at all. So Sentinels with the opener.
Okay, that's why it's planted.
And a great pistol round. I mean, Sen instantly got the punish onto Asuna, who I think was being a bit too bold trying to pick up the orb at the start. Although I'm sure that works against plenty of teams. Because if you throw your nade and throw a Caesar or a Haunt at the start, most attacking teams are not going to be heavily contesting rubble. But he got punished there. And then a nice 2-wave attack into C. The first little pump fake to draw out the defensive
I think they
utility,
didn't expect the
and
Elsis to
then
just
committing
push that.
gives
was a-
nice opening round for Sen. And 100
It was
Thieves,
very
they're not
50-50.
going to invest in this round, but I'm still going to be watching it like a hawk because we've seen so many of these ecos getting converted recently.
These teams are just different with the classics. Not sure what's changed, but teams just seem to be taking them much more seriously these days, realizing that every round is winnable.
And you think about it, it looks like old classics, but Cryo still has 3 shots in the Headhunter. You wind back the clock, and old Cryo, that might be 3 kills.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
see whether he's capable of stuff like that. It's been quite a while since we've seen this guy play Chamber.
Chance for a kill here. Partially deep line.
Oh,
right
he
down
gets it.
towards A.
And one
They
shot,
predicted
one
it too.
kill.
Preordained is what it felt like.
No charges.
Send out. They want nothing to do with the A site. Now going to start to make their way. into
Oh,
C
but
once
Cryo is the
more.
only sentinel they
Might
have,
put
so
players to
it's
stop
like
them.
for sure side
There are
hits.
so many spots that Cryo is going to be able to establish himself on the Chamber. But this is still a really difficult round for 100 Thieves to convert.
Villagers there with
Another
the jump
one?
spot, but with the alarm bot broken,
Ooh.
players. Reinforcements arriving towards Mound here. Celsius and Zekken holding together. Great paranoia, but that's why Zekken's there. Just to help him out, just in case. And
Oh,
Thrill,
nice. The
no
Stinger is
danger
OP, bro.
at the end of the day.
You learn to use it, it's so
They
good.
navigated it really nicely. And I think Sentinels are going to be the team that's having to adapt and react quite a lot in this series overall. 100 Thieves were having their success against Leviathan by bunching up
The fuck is that shot?
really trying to almost team fight in Valorant, an unusual style, but I think partly inspired by Boostio just trying to get confidence injected back into this squad who looked so lackluster in 2023. And Sen themselves, their style has been more to try and slow and control the game down, find the right mid-round call. Might see a clash of two very different approaches to these 3 maps we've potentially got coming out.
Two teams have been trying to reinvent themselves into 2024, but a healthy bonus round now for Sentinels to take it straight through into B.
Ooh.
Molly at your feet, but there's the blind. Holy, what a setup. It's returned up the fire. Asna's there with a door rotating. They've got themselves into B main control, but they want to pivot over towards A.
What a call.
Oh my god, A is
And
so
look
free.
at it, it's completely empty. They picked up Bang with a beautiful setup, driving straight through his vulnerable, and now they've got the plant down. Second is pretty far forwards here.
3 players
I feel like Zekken falls.
back section of the site. You don't really expect this into the post plan.
Look at the others though, holding that angle. And John Cutie's going to be taking a bit of contact and distracting to make sure that they can't just isolate Zekken.
Not really planted for them. It's the one section of the box. They're still worried about Rubble. Up to Heaven, Asana. An important kill. Zekken finds his. Earns some sway to the showstopper. Just jiggling as well, rebounding off of it with the tap there. Boostio lucky to get it, but instantly you can see the players, the positioning is Sentinels. It's perfect.
Nice.
Tons of coordination from Sen. And I think these first few rounds look like they're demonstrating the extra time that Sen has had during the offseason to really work and refine their play. Because set plays like this, anticipating somebody to be playing in that area, and then both of the post plans where things got a little dodgy, they've had very nice ideas of how to neutralize 100 Thieves, and they're playing tight and coordinated. Remember, 100 Thieves have had significantly less practice than Sentinels over the course of this offseason, so that could be a difference maker.
Down to the Sheriffs, the pistols are half by. Weaker money. Doubled up. Approach with the Prowler. Oh my! Tends to deep in across there, and they are just going to be finding these cheap and easy kills. A little bit of extra money granted, the door opened up.
He's
Asna
get
distracted.
killed from
There's no
every-
which way to face. Only one player left.
That's a beautiful textbook protocol of how to clear an aggressive mount
What
control
a
there by
play.
Sentinels. Taking B control, you saw Boostio looking towards B, as if they were thinking about opening the door, fighting them on B.
The fuck is
I
that
think
said?
100 Thieves had the idea there that it was just going to be a big B exec. And they didn't realize that Sen were actually wrapping around to pinch the mount players from both sides.
Yeah. Got a bit of time to talk.
They,
as well.
they look
Bang,
good
I mean,
against Loud as well.
Sort of make his way
It's
over
so
to the spike, to
unlucky
be honest.
for the match.
take out a gun or two, but he will be going down.
They look
It's round
so
loss.
good.
And not just that, Sen are now going to be up into the next round, a rifle round, where the economy of 100 Thieves is on edge. And look at the ults they have to play with.
I mean, Showstopper, Nightfall, you can combo this into anything you wish.
Especially considering they had a set round for the bonus, a set plan to try to punish back. I could see them cooking up something similar again.
True, that was a bonus round by there.
A lot of these teams are going to have scripted beginnings to maps. Assuming things go well for us.
Good job, Blood. Let's go. We have good ults. We could do the A thing.
Oh, why they telling that?
Although it looks like potentially might have been counter-called, unless they're going to take C control and then go back into A, which also extremely viable kind of thing to do.
Brown now with the operator. He's going to be walking down that deep A angle towards Rubble. His team's cleared it with the util, but meanwhile, Sen towards C mound. I just look to explode as well onto the side with the showstopper if they really like what they see. Nightfall, any sort of connections, that might be the trigger. Yet there it is, go button sent. It's a 1-for-1, Bang's good for it still. TP forwards 10, who's vulnerable up. But it's equalized, 3 versus 3. Do they still want to commit into this one straight through? Vulnerable into the back, EU's got to respect that. The util laid down at his feet, so the plant's still going to get off here for Sentinels.
And this is going to be a tough retake. EU doesn't have very much utility, just used his last Prowler, and Cryo is coming around on the flank with an op. Now, assuming Zelsis does not die,
Zelsis is really
I
not.
was going to find it
Oh
difficult
wait,
to
I
close
didn't see
the gap.
Zelsis is the one playing the Sentinel and
Vital one
John
at
Q2
that.
is the white.
Zelsis peeks it
Yeah,
out
he
though.
dies there.
So he falls, double face
Oh.
on the high-low. John Cutie's just trying to drop down and survive, and now he realizes we're being threatened from multiple angles. That's enough. Don't know where to peek from. EU though removing it, and lovely movement at the end of the day. Finally a round on the board here for 100 Thieves.
That battle over towards Mount, so important to allow Cryo to get that pick and get back in.
I think it's the Omen
Sentinels on
staying out of the
side,
fade out.
there were
That was the
definitely
problem.
challenges there, but this paranoia, keeping the rest of the team back from Boostio and baiting out the teleport play from Tens, created that player advantage situation.
Yep, as I said.
That then, you know, enabled a 3v3 retake to happen. Huge round to save 100 Thieves economy.
Yeah, we're looking like a big brawl actually. As soon as this get added a replay, straight towards A. Look at this.
Hey, 4-1.
Lots of players to meet them. Satchel across. What a shot by Cryo. Shows the
Oh, White, where is Tens?
with the trade, commits the nightfall. We're gonna really fight over this one, but guess what? Senna out of there. Hightailed. Straight back, front section of Mount. How are they gonna fight over this one? Doubled up and players low enough that it's short work, quick work for Bang.
Toxin screen down.
Celsius patiently for now, hoping that somebody overextends into him, but
Again, dying to
it's the
cry.
right timing, wrong timing, I should say. Starting to stabilize now for 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves will be so happy if Sentinels opt into the brawls. I feel like what we saw from 100 Thieves against Leviathan was that there's a series of big ult plays being used, or if they can all work together, that's where 100 Thieves really looked like they were at their best on split.
Teleport's ready.
Definitely what they were trying to lean into.
Busio came in and was like, no, Cryo, do what you're best.
100 Thieves, though, did burn some really big ultimates there to try to keep back Sen. And that teleport play from Tens almost worked. Here's another look, somewhat similar to the set play from before. Tens actually Omen ulting into sight. Would have been a distraction for Zeka to peek off had it been cancelled or punished.
It's entirely given up to them. Door open, Cryo. Again, hunting for a pick-off just to make it a little bit more even. Paranoia sent flying, clears Zekan out of that little cubby now, and he repositions a little bit deeper towards the back of the site. They're anticipating a refight from that direction, and EU, he's wondering whether he should commit. Lockdown now, a little bit later, being delayed, but this can still be broken by the players who are still sitting here into main, potentially if they choose to fight. Over, across into the site, that's 100 Thieves, and look at that. The timing's excellent from EU. Asuna is going to be sticking this one with a lockdown defuse as well. There's really no coverage. Anybody to break this?
Oh.
Sticks it all the way through, and that's a third round gain. Now granted,
What happened there? Wait, I didn't even get to know what happened there. Who died when and what?
That round
There was lockdown, no?
Sassy went
Who
for a
broke that?
flank all the way through Waterfall, trying to backstab the C players, assuming that they would try to swarm and kill the lockdown. And look, Bang's ready for it. So Sassy ends up giving his life fairly early. These other players from Sentinels can't get in to block the defuse. And on a nice edge, that one.
Yeah.
The economy's in a strange spot, but both teams can buy.
Whoa, that was weird.
Sen, again, seed control over Rubble, trying to push anybody away from fighting Mound at the start of these rounds. Opening the door here is going to push Cryo off the angle.
he pushes forward.
Surely.
He's got a rendezvous at his back still, I believe.
Oh,
Angled opened up. As soon as the door opens, you gotta leave. That's a mad play.
Nah, that
is mad.
was
But another sign, perhaps,
Nice
that
play.
100 Thieves have not quite had the time to really refine those protocols in the same way that Sen has. Doesn't necessarily mean that Sen are gonna win off the back of that. What a potential play by Bang. He backs up.
A little bit too deep there, does Prowler. Now the nade as well.
Tens is in.
Snake bite towards your feet. What a shot by Bang.
Oh,
You still
wait,
holding
it's
close to the
equal.
pillar. Never cool to cancel. Senna so reactive with this one. Almost like the bait and switch you expect them to be in that scenario. 40 seconds left. What is the decision? They flip the switch, and it does pull players away from C. What a call in the moment.
Yeah, Sen going for the freeze in the round. 100 Thieves.
They faked it
super
hard.
reactive,
30 seconds
trying
left.
to find Sentinels.
Face your
Putting the
fear.
nightfall now. 0 tags onto this one. You only have to worry about the back of the sign. That's going to get cleared by the ice. They realize it's C. Open for the take.
We have seen 3v3 retakes work for 100 Thieves. They're going to open the door really early on.
Do we have Viper?
John QT.
Yeah.
They don't have very much space here,
No,
though.
and 100 Thieves are already in. Look at this.
Yeah, he's already in
Boostio,
there.
he's not wasting any time forward here with an aid to push them into the angles appropriate, maybe, but just walking
Okay.
right into the pit. And not favoured at that position. You
No
gotta
util for
pray
him
now.
either. He's saving.
A few stray bullets connecting, but he's realizing it. Got to give it up in a 1v3 with a pit down. That is unwinnable. So Sentinels have a
Oh.
round gained.
That are really interesting. The first is that these execs from Sen have tens committing extremely deep with Zekken. They're not trying to bait out defensive utility as much and keep the whole of the team tight to Zekken. They send Zekken in like a cannon, and then Tens teleports in with him. And that hasn't really been working for them so far. Tens got picked off by Boostio in one of the previous rounds on C. That time Tens got picked off by EU. So it's an interesting style, but it's not actually getting results at the moment.
I mean, he's the one calling it. That's crazy. They just open door left.
We're able to pause the round, freeze, and bait 100 Thieves into being a bit too active, leaving the site.
We were talking about right at the beginning of this series, really, the stylistic differences. And Sen have been honing this over the course of the offseason. The ability to just take their time and say, okay, guys, what's the right play here? Well, we'll do it together.
Have some water.
And they tend to make the right moves a lot. I mean, these mid-round calls, I don't know if it's John QT or what, they have a lot of vocal callers in Sen, but typically, it's what's been paving the way to a lot of their victories.
And yet, at the beginning of the season, we find both of these teams in elimination matches. And I think that speaks to the caliber of the teams in Americas, but also how difficult this group is. We knew it would be absolutely brutal. But frankly, I think both of these teams have been playing at a pretty good level so far.
Yeah.
In particular, exceeding expectations.
I'm supporting Sen.
That they haven't been able to play with Boostio for an extended portion of the off-season. Man was trapped in jail.
Key thrown away.
Yeah.
To the very last moments.
But after they busted him out and were able to do a bit of practice, they've certainly been cooking. And they've got decent team coordination too. Chances for 100 Thieves still obviously abound. And the economy isn't that bad. Cryo's still able to get an op online. There's a judge for Boostio, which can seriously do damage in plenty of different spots. It's Asuna who's got the low weapon.
Cryo got like dialed into like one thing. He got tunnel vision and he died there.
Facing down. Target
Maybe not this time. Let's see.
Yeah, but the Oda trying to block this one off. It's slightly off here. TP's
nice.
Second. Just on top of the mound there, revealed. Asuna close to the corner. Does this get cleared behind the box? Everybody running. Right.
What? This new angle. How does no one clear? Ooh.
Returns it straight back
The
to
stinger is crazy.
The equalization. Showstopper. Fired.
Yeah.
Another one claim. 2 players left standing for 100 Thieves. With the judge
Tens is low.
Finding it quite difficult, but there's the upgrade ever so slightly, but it's only a stinger.
Side grade, if anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's trying to make his way over to the rifle.
Got to suspect the Celsius is still here. Look at him trying to clear
well,
this
but
one
there's
out.
a flank.
Flank timing though. Bang! Spots it! 2 versus 2.
You should have expected that. This was
now. How the
confidence.
Sentinels want to play this one? Smoke
You should have expected that.
Higher, ice and flying straight forward. Pushes them
Oh,
out into the open.
2v1.
Just to the one.
Ooh, Bang wins this, no? No?
Sassy, but he's just poking
Okay,
his head out and Tens rips it.
He doesn't. It's Tens.
No mammoth clutch today from Bang, at least.
Exactly.
He's doing all right. The whole of Sen, though.
I'm feeling a little cold. It's raining here.
I was excited to see the cryo operator come out, especially considering he's on chamber. That was the role that he's known for. But this is now twice where he's been punished at the start of these rounds for just being a bit too aggressive, for stepping forwards, trying to find that timing where he's going to be able to get a pick, and instead getting punished by Sentinels. There was that round over on C where they opened the B door.
I'm back. It's cold. I was just They've started doing this. They show what they talk in the beginning. Okay. Oh no. Okay. 3v2. Hey guys.
And it sounds like that's Sentinels trying to just get a bit of a handle on Tens. Like, dude, can you just play the percentage play? And he's like, no, I'm actually feeling it, and I'm just gonna go run around and kill everybody.
No. Okay.
Boostio lined as a bat.
This was low.
And I think one of the downsides of the way that 100 Thieves are playing is that they're opting so much into these early round fights that even if they trade and go 3 for 3 or 2 for 2 or whatever it is, they're opening up space for the attack side, right?
Oh, what a shot.
And so if you're in a 5v5, you can actually control most of the map on defense. But if you're in a 3v3, Sentinels
Jump
know
peek,
that
bro,
there's no
never
way
works
there.
for me.
Now the defense is at a
You
big
got this jump
disadvantage.
peek.
So going even
Like
in
not
these
even
fights
jump
does
jiggle
not
peek,
favor Hunter
just
Thieves.
jump goes into
They
the
need to
fight.
be
Jump swings.
decisively winning them.
But that's not a good TP.
Standard util being used, making sure that they can't push up from section of C.
I thought Tens was going to take the orb there to play for his ultimate. I thought they'd got something mad cooked up. It's not going to be the case. This is one of the first rounds where Cryo's got established on a really deep angle, and if Sen
Where's
wants to
Cryo?
go back
Oh,
to
he's
B, they're
rubble.
going to need to use good utility to clear him off. The wall is certainly helpful, because now Cryo could get peeked from a variety of different angles.
Oh,
What?
What is that?
We've got to see a replay of that at the end of
Yeah.
the round. I don't know whether that was through the smoke. It looks like Asuna was jump spotting, and Tens hit an outrageous headshot.
That's what it looks like, but I can see at the end of things anyway. Sets him up with the first kill. Door opened up now towards B. Trademark broken. Lucio gone. This
Well,
is
Sassy,
really
okay, through the
drastically, I
door.
think, falling to pieces here for 100 Thieves, but
Okay.
Cryo's unaccounted for. Off round to the corner. That's second though, returning with the trade. Confirmation kills all over the bloody place. Tens do have the spike. What's the call now?
30 seconds left.
Bang,
Right
1v4,
away.
easy.
Realizing that Bang has been playing over towards C. Good awareness for a
Wait,
second.
no.
Doesn't win his
Wait,
fight
no.
out, though, so Bang, there's chances here. John QT is weak.
Bang's got a little smile on his
planted.
face as he shoots Zekan's body, just letting him know in the 1v4. It
Oh, no.
definitely feels like Sen are pulling away.
I mean, they
with this one.
planted easy. At A?
Center's play for Bang. It hurts, but saving the gun has to be it with only 350 credits to your name.
Okay, he
It's actually
says.
tough
Good.
too, because he'd love to get another kill, or even die if he could keep the rifle in some way, because that would get him the ult orb to be able to get up his Viper's Pit in the next. But this has just been a snowball for Sentinels. They've found the right play, and especially been able to find the first pick in a lot of these crucially important rounds. Sentinels are currently 7-4 on first kills, and they've won every round where they've got the first kill.
Last round.
Some of those have been unforced errors from 100 Thieves.
Whoa.
And some of them...
That was.
you,
Wait,
man.
again?
Oh my god.
That's disgusting. Yeah, okay.
Last year, we were talking about the level of quality, the on-paper ability of this Sentinels team. Oh, we were talking about it all the time. But this year, it's really showing.
How does he keep it like that, bro? He just
Now
keeps it
that
like
they've got the foundation. Cryo, by the way, has gone for a glass cannon Vandal. No armor.
How does he play that, bro? Weird.
Showstopper here doesn't remove the first layer of the util. Nano Swarm just dropped down, but does do so for the eye. Information going to be called out here by Sassy, knowing that there's players there. Popping up, top of the ankle. There's a gap. Just there with a wall to jump spot. Bang. Does not want to dance with death. Not quite. I'm backing away, Sentinels. They don't really like what they see here. The door was opened up towards mid-B. There's going to be a fight to be taking place if they choose to really collide into each other. But no, just parting ways once more.
Oh, no.
And I'm not sure
The
that
movement
Thieves even got
detected
the
that.
read that Sen are that close on B. Sentinels are contact clearing up, not using the boombot, just making sure that they're utterly silent.
Cryo.
John's hearing all this,
Yeah, it's got to be sure. 40 seconds left.
and he's calling his team back over towards A. These are the kind of mid-rounds that John has been calling that have changed the identity of Sentinels.
Nah.
30 seconds left.
What the hell? Look at this, no armor. Running into the orb. Cryo, he wants to be a playmaker, and this is the time to do it. Second. Taken out, guess what? Sentinels out towards B. Paranoia now, flying out through them. Players into heaven, they need to clear this one. Showstopper, this could be the winner.
The fuck? He
Straight into the wall.
did to himself.
Closed down though. It's 2 versus 2 and 1 through main. Satchel, preventing the repeat. Dropping down now, playing together. 100 Thieves, gotta be really disciplined.
Let's go.
But it's just EU. 7 bullets of John QT into the
Yo.
What a micro adjustment.
Oh my god.
Excellent shooting, excellent calling, but there was a lot of pressure there.
What a
and
half.
Thieves flubbed it. And Asna's been having a dire performance here, it's got to be said. Really not finding it. Beefed the satchel movement and was unable to find
He didn't kill
the rocket. I think he just launched it into the door frame.
Where did they get into
Did the
B and
C's have
kill?
any impact?
Oh,
I'm
look at
not
that.
sure it did. Brutal.
Hard to know there.
Yeah.
Either way, this is Sentinels absolutely outclassing 100 Thieves.
Really is.
It looked somewhat even at the beginning, but they've just pulled ahead to unfathomable difference.
Now, I'm surprised that I'm saying this, but let's send this down to Golden Boy, who's standing by in our audience. What could possibly go wrong this time?
Let's try this again, shall we? How you feeling, Riot Games Arena? I love it. I love it. All right, all right. Are we feeling 100 Thieves? What about the Sentinels? Santissimo, that was loud. All right, well, I'm going to go to the crowd again. Surely we'll be fine this time. Okay, you seem like a sane person. Okay, here we go. Hello, what's your name? Where are you from?
What happened last time?
From Anaheim.
Okay, Anaheim, shout out. Anyone else from Anaheim in the house? Okay, we got about 5 of you. Okay, what sign? What sign do you have here? I'm curious. Oh?
It's John QT with Absolute Cinema.
Absolute Cinema. Love it. Thank you so much. That was an awesome sign. All right, let's see. Okay, we got these 2 young ladies over here. Hello, hello. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Leslie. I'm from Orange, California.
Orange, California.
I'm Kiana, and I'm also from Orange, California.
Okay, so we got 2 people from Orange. Anyone else from Orange in the house? Yeah, right behind. Okay, that's what's up. All right, what signs do we have here?
Celsius, just one chance, please. I'm begging. Half Moon Leslie, Instagram, Twitter, please. Just one, just once, just once.
Shoot your shot, Queen. I appreciate that. Okay, so are you guys friends here? You also cheering for Sentinels? You're sisters. Okay, and you're cheering for Sentinels too?
I'm cheering for 100 Thieves. I have a Let's Go 100 Thieves sign. And then brought to you by Bang's mom and dad. Yeah!
You know what? I love this. Good, clean, wholesome signs. That's what we like to see here at VCT. Guys, give it up one more time for these amazing people. Give it up for yourself. And let's get ready to send it back over to 2 casters who have it contractually obligated to commentate every Sentinels game for the Vibes and the Cloud. It's Brennan Sideshow.
Yeah, desperate needed to follow us, of course. Auto included. Had the lawyers drafted up. That was a much better attempt at that segment compared to yesterday.
It certainly was.
Say.
I mean, you know.
Okay. All right, reset. Okay, pistol round. 9-3. Sen in the lead.
Okay,
here, this
how are they
time
playing?
on the defense.
John alone.
This is a really important one for 100 Thieves. And now the pressure's going to be on Asuna again because he's got the job of trying to open up these sites. Blast open choke points.
Second joining the defense. John QT with the reinforcements, but noise being cut. Trying to have second doubts about this one because 100 Thieves in a way over towards A now.
They've inserted Cryo in this spot. He's got his Ghost. Going to be looking for a pick. He's not trying to play it for the aggro lurk.
Shadows traveling.
They're actually headed straight into all the Killjoy utility without really knowing.
Door opened up. This is a really aggressive position by Zeltis here, but Anada's going to be forcing them all the way back. Paranoia as well. Good utility being used. Sassido's got to be the defender.
Sassy, come on. Ooh, okay.
Zeltis, get away with murder. Onto the side here. EU eventually going to be removing that pesky anchor in play. A nade rebounded though. That'll force the spike to be planted in a different direction. Another tap here, but lined up all the way for Zekken.
Get it.
100 Thieves forced to be active in that post plant, trying to salvage what had happened as everybody just ran into Celsius and got mowed down. Pretty tragic. A little bit of lost coordination there again. Asuna coming around one side of the pillar on his own, actually won the duel, didn't have other people to play with, and then this side,
nah.
Bang and Boostio just not able to get it done.
Surely for 100 Thieves now. Considering it, yeah. Committing to it, the force. You have to at this point. The map's getting away from you.
Trying to go for the fast play at the very start of the round, pull out some of the defensive utility, but I don't think that was supposed to be a bait. And T wanted to get in there, onto B, and now they've been bogged down.
More utils to work their way through, isn't it? Nano Swarms used. There was a Viper Orb in their face. Now Cryo's timing that. Might seek to try and lurk. really tricky spot. Celsius love to try and take the fight here, but non-committal from 100 Thieves. Maybe expecting Cryo to maybe get something done. Prowler spots him, so now they're definitely going to be aware. Sentinels keeping an eye on that one spot over towards A. Guess what? Tens. Goes to the rubble side, him in seconds. Something's got to be done about that. Eye is revealed up towards Tens. No one removing it. Sent out the Paranoido. Now another nade. TP reposition. A little bit ajar. 40 seconds. This feels hectic. It feels frantic.
They have to go see.
They have found the site where there's only one player. Celsius went huge on the pistol. Is he going to commit?
30 seconds, yeah. Turret's going down. There's a smoke into his face. He has to really respect this one now. Backing away, reload. They're going to be able to hear this one. Up top, they want to try and run him straight down.
They all ran into it. Okay.
What a difference maker. 3 players fall just like that. 100 Thieves. Gonna try and take some risks here. Fight taken towards into the back of the spawn, but the discipline from Sentinels is just sublime. Always double up. Boostio. Reposition.
One
to the
week
brain now. Maybe he can make it a few more potentially. A tap. Sassy. Run and gun does it.
And if the pistol round wasn't enough, being able to dismiss the force afterwards should put Sentinels in an amazing spot to clear this out. That was a bit too bold there. The swarm into backside and then further into spawn to try to get Celsius, I can appreciate. But they didn't even wait for a moment to allow Boostio's paranoia to come through. Just a bit too far ahead of the play.
Love that. They forced. Out. Good job.
Yep, as I thought,
they're desperate.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think he's right, isn't he?
Truer words have never been told at this point. It's a timeout for 100 Thieves.
And the coordination is miles off, I think, for 100 Thieves on how they're making these plays happen. The ideas seem all right.
I mean, if you compare it to Sentinels, the way they pause, slow down in the mid-round, when something goes a little bit amiss, maybe the rounds are even, it's a bit night and day, you know? Everyone feels like they're on the same page. They're waiting for the util to come up at the appropriate timings. 100 Thieves is very go, 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 go.
And I think that was obvious when you watched them play against Leviathan as well, especially on Bind, which is actually our next map coming up. They were extremely execute heavy on their attack side, didn't really have too much differential in pace. But once again, 100 Thieves kind of came late into the off-season with the acquisition of Boostio. And these things take time.
They do.
Unfortunately, this is a tournament format that does not reward the tortoise versus the hare. You're not going to be able to slowly pick yourself up. This is an elimination game. Last chance to be able to make it to Madrid and a long road ahead, even if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm out fading.
have to dig so deep.
They certainly are. Where is the answer? Maybe it's heroics of an individual. Somebody to step up to the plate. Question all over the front section. B and C, 100 Thieves.
Cryo, in each of these 3 rounds, has been trying to get a lurk pick towards B. In the pistol, he got denied by Tens. In the second round, denied by Sassy's utility. And it looks like he's going to try to make something happen again.
Forward on the angle here. Now, Zekken, when we got the Guardian, he's going to have to be precise and surgical when this hit starts to come through, especially Tens remove. Bang! Critical shots to be hit there. Cryo's going to be hearing the rotations abound as well. And what is the call to be made? Middle? Into A, perhaps. 100 Thieves get those 2 picks, but no, they break the door now, make their way into B because Cryo has got that space. Creep forwards. Now Heaven needs to be covered.
They just told us not to plant. Is he gonna? Yeah, he got that. Okay. I thought they were like, we don't want you shooting. Just go plan.
You can tell it wasn't Boostio there with the mid-round call because he used both of his smokes on A. Didn't have anything to obscure that sight line. Asuna might have just bailed them out there with that kill on Celsius. That's huge.
Yeah.
Big kills to shut down any danger of a retake coming through. 100 Thieves destined to get up to 4.
One with the rifle knows better than to contest that one, so this will be round win for 100 Thieves, like you said.
I think if 100 Thieves picked this map because they thought that the cryo chamber was going to have enormous impact, they probably need to find a different role for him on the attack side. Because he's having to play off the distraction of his team rather than being able to actually initiate anything himself. And in a round like this, he just ended up being the backstab lurk, and this fight in Rubble defined whether or not really the round was successful.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, he is Chamber, right? Why does he need to
It's a long road
have
back,
fights in
but
attack?
This is an eco from Sentinels.
The ecos have been deadly.
What was that? You aim there?
Yeah, they have.
Okay. And you stop it
Showstopper for
on top.
Asuna. The safety policy. Satchel's through now. Fade eyes exchange. Lighting his players up. Nade rebounds. It's going to be forcing them out wide. Sees on top of it. It's all being combined.
Scared of a collapse from Sentinels, Asuna uses his ult already. That's an enormous tool for them to try to get into the site. And to burn it so early on in the round.
There.
On an anti-eco as well.
Yeah.
Not what 100 Thieves will have been looking for.
Door broken. Cryo sees the shoulder, but I think so
It's
does
the
Zelsis.
Same spot again from Cryo. Every single round on the attack side. So not very much variety. Now he's starting to move his way over towards C.
But ecos are dangerous.
Making the noise over towards A. This is keeping a lot of Sentinels over. But guess what? The bodies are just moving now. Look at it.
Cryo's at C, but like he'll get caught
Worried
there.
about it now. The noise being cut, and it seems like the read is almost correct here. Just retake onto A, and might pay off for them. But the turret broken. That's the signal. At least plan over towards C here for 100 Thieves.
No major flank coming through. No pressure onto these mountain players, and that's where the plant is for.
Ooh.
Lovely shot.
Bustio has been a little out of the action in this game so far, but that's a good one for the confidence too.
The rifle. Paranoia with a satchel forwards here, but Zekin can't really escape it. A lot more to be done here, but only 2 players remaining. Celsius just might opt into saving this one with the rifle. Tens. TP to try and get out, but no, can't break the tether in time.
Celsius scurries away with what little reward he's got from this round. Expected result here then, as 100 Thieves managed to win on their anti-eco. But it took them a fair amount. You think about
5-11,
it,
close it out now, no?
Asuna used his raise ultimate. He's already got 4 points towards it.
Yeah.
By being able to collect an orb, go forwards, collect a couple kills, that kind of thing. So not an enormous punish for that ult having been invested early on. These are the rounds that really matter though, when Sentinels gets back up to rifles and things are more even across the board.
Let's see.
And these are also the rounds where 100 Thieves don't have that
I don't know what you were doing there.
from the ultimate that we saw from Sen on their attack side. The way that they comboed ult into ult as they got to the important rounds.
Yeah, save our guns. Good shit, boys. Yeah, good shit. 1 round at a time.
That's how you got to approach these moments.
Yeah. Right mindset. Understand that it's still winnable for them. 100 Thieves.
Ooh.
Fast across here.
No, a little.
Celsius. Expect them to hit the switch here. They are fast through now with the paranoia. He is going to be approaching this position, and he needs some help fast. There's no one really to help.
Yeah, actually gets one.
He was the only one contesting. Right from the broken angle here with the nade at his feet. Asuna, no chance of a swing.
Asuna's got to wait. He's got to wait for team hits.
He really does. Paranoia as well, though. This is an onslaught with a util. And finally, there's the reinforcements.
They can just run in.
Packs in. Takes the head clean off.
Cryo's lurk towards B once again in the round has actually allowed them.
Oh.
What a spray down from Cryo! He found them the B site, and that's a major impact there.
Oh, nice.
Vision force into the box.
3v2.
He's getting the one, but Cryo surely he's done enough still.
Junk Beauty was a Bustio.
Oh, lovely work.
Didn't get to see the second player there. Does he just assume that Zelsis is coming through the door again?
You do, don't you?
Now with the flash as well,
you get that.
That one is just perfection up top. Bustio working around, waiting for the timing with the tap.
Oh, let's go.
That's all him with the Guardian.
Tens, bro.
The world champion with the Omen differential picks up the Odin and escapes with map point.
Match point.
After all that Cryo had done there with that push in, one of the first rounds with that B.
He just got a 2k, bro.
Value for 100 Thieves.
That's all he did.
Things got really scattered even before that. These kind of kills as 100 Thieves scurried from A to B.
Yeah.
Ended up being a bit of a backbreaker. But it did come down to a 1v1 that was winnable for both sides.
Win it
It's
out now.
harder here for 100 Thieves now. They have no more room to work with. Up to 12 for Sen. One more round will do it, and the ult to be built up. Big fight. 4 players. Thinking the contest and contain out towards A. They're going to be setting these players up. Where's the reaction of 100 Thieves here?
It is fairly quick. Over towards Mound. Zelsis with a lockdown. May choose to just whack this down and call for help from John Cutie.
So still to be dealt with. Zelsis is just giving them that space. You can choose to contest this one. Waiting for the full retake, and it's a smart play to do. With the amount of ults that they've got online, it should just be a slam dunk. 100 Thieves, they're the ones that still have to take it the extra mile, even with this.
Oh, they're all
That's
here.
why they're playing deep into spawn here, just with Bang though.
They're all getting
He's gonna
caught in
really
there.
come up big though, blinded. Second
Oh,
with
they
the
can
one
with,
kill, another one claimed. Jump spot, great discipline. Everybody, noise cues cut away. They don't have a bloody clue. And now with the lockdown on top,
it's
all laid
GG.
perfectly in between, and the reposition of Boostio. Just out of dodge,
Boostio gave up,
just
bro.
out of cryo. And what can you really do? Not much.
GG.
Once again, those ultimates coming online for Sentinels, making all the difference. Great anticipation of the spawn aggression. And honestly, all of the threats that 100 Thieves threw at them really nicely dismissed.
But every match I've seen 100 Thieves versus Sentinels. No, second map Sentinels loses. If they don't, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Working up their ultimates, and they're a few away towards the end. That was a dismissal on 100 Thieves map pick.
Yeah. And that's a scary prospect, isn't it? You're now heading into Sentinels, picking binds. So their map territory must have seen something that they maybe liked.
And I think from what we saw, we are in for a clash on Vine. We're expecting probably tens to
Let's see a highlight.
Yoru still, expecting big XX coming out from 100 Thieves. Massive.
Or stepping away, but up next, GB and the Alistess are going to be breaking it all down for map number 1.
Oh, they said GG in the chat. Wait, what? Wait, you can do that? This is chat? You can use the chat? I didn't know that.
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin. In this series, I'm going to walk you through attack on Pearl. Watch out for the stairs, clear this angle. You're going to be able to fight this.
What is this bullshit? Why am I writing ads? Okay. Oh no. There are so many words which can have this. And I got the right one. And I got the right one. Guess who's better? Guess who's better? Ooh. What's this? Oh my god, this seems impossible. I did a lot of unwanted moves. Oh my god, this is not possible in 3 moves. Ah. That's sad. I shouldn't have made those stupid moves. Stupid moves. Stupid moves. Moves? Moves. What the fuck?
Start to play out, you'll notice that 100 Thieves is doing just that. But Sentinels isn't biting on this bait. They push down their turret, they're waiting, and as we look at the map here again, this is where the plan starts to take form.
Yeah, so since 100 Thieves is playing kind of a fake Sentinel chamber, they know that this front B is probably towards that weak side. The aggression was not to be found. They use that Fade Eye to scan towards that front B, and they know that there is no one contesting. And so they take this space, they take Mount space, and they know that there probably is some sort of aggression. And what's really good here is that they actually end up using the Omen Paranoia, and they open that door to kind of crunch and punish Cryo for being in that aggressive position.
He hears those players in mid and wants to go forward, but at this one is already almost too late. Zekin comes in from the side, finds that frag, and Sentinels is already in a great position here. But this is where John QT starts to take the round to the next level.
Yeah, so this pause right here already, they're going to go and farm this orb. They're going to sit here, see if there's any counter aggression. They don't just go in right away. They do like to send in. I mean, they do end up ending the execute towards that C side, but there's Slayers. Yeah, they're chilling, they're getting the orb, they're gathering their thoughts, and they're sitting to see if there's any delay of util. And now they're waiting for the rest of their team to kind of group up towards this front C.
And as we fast forward this round just a little bit into the future, they start this one off by sending Zekin in alone to this site to see what he can find. They have Initiator utility to support this, and while the trades aren't initially favorable, they still have another layer to this one, where again, John takes the time to not panic into a decision and resets this round once again as we look at the map.
Yeah, so what they do is they touch this door once again. They know that they don't have any B presence. Once again, no B presence. Oh, sorry, that's my bad. No B presence, but they know that, you know, maybe they're going to be able to pull off some rotators. Surely they don't fake it again. But again, the patience just sitting here outside of this mound, they touch that door. They know that some sort of rotation is going to happen, and it ends up playing out in their favor. And don't forget, they do have that fade out as well.
Yeah, and you see 100 Thieves is going to absolutely fall for this as we start to play out this round here. They're all rotating back towards B, re-clearing the space there since that chamber chip was already down. And then John QT picks the perfect timing to go for this execute with his team. They waltz into a free C site, and because of grabbing those orbs earlier, they already have a winning position here.
Yeah, exactly. That fade out just tells them that the whole site is free, that their plan actually worked exactly how it is, and now they have their one off of that Viper orb, so they can just end that post-plant with that Viper pit and play on site together.
And as we walk back over to join GB on the desk here, I think this round really showcases how good Sentinel's coordination is for one, and two, how good their decision making. Hey, buddy. It's in the mid-round.
Well, you know, you guys decided to go and have some fun without me, but I do respect it, and an excellent breakdown as well. And I think it just illustrates so well as we talk about the rest of the Sentinels. Second, I think, is a good place to start off here, that this team feels comfortable. They feel free to do what they need to. This is scary.
Yeah, I feel like this team just looked so good. They were so ready for this mid-rounding. They were so ready for their protocols. It felt so solid in those fundamentals. And again, Zekken just going wild. They punished the A aggression from 100 Thieves every single time. They seem to be really good with their util, ready to go in, not scared, no hesitation. Every single piece of utility seemed to have some sort of reason.
Absolutely, and this is going to be a tough turn of events in the series now, especially when Zekken is shooting like this. New Jersey's last hope. He's making home proud.
Oh, we got Elizabeth here too.
CS.
On the stage, maybe though.
One more. But Zekken's out there going crazy on the stage. This guy is such a prospect, and he just integrates into the team's plan so incredibly well. This isn't just a Sentinels where Zekken is shooting people well. It's a Sentinels that has clear game plans, that is fast to adapt, and has great coordination when they're implementing these ideas.
Yeah, I feel like they're also surrounding the Zekken and just setting him up for success, which is something that I feel like we didn't really 100% see before, and now having, you know, Tens in that controller
Well, because they were wrestling with who gets that attention, right? And now they have settled.
Exactly.
Zekken gets the attention. And I think that's just an intelligent call to make, because he was the talk of the town for this team last year, so it makes sense. Put the investment into him.
And we saw in these late rounds when Tens was left alive, given opportunities to shine, he still did, but he had consistency as well. We're hopping into Bind, and that is a beautiful agent select. Tens' Euro is iconic on this map.
Euro, yep.
Oh,
this time no Asuna
The
Euro.
interesting thing for me, though, is they're
not
running
either
it
again.
with a Sky. I'd expected teams to be picking into the Gecko Euro combo to get those double flash kind of synergy there.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely is a little bit weird. I mean, that dog does get that information.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, I mean, the Gecko goes crazy. I mean,
88%.
you get that wingman being able to plant. You get the Molly, so much delay, and you just pick up your flash and get that information. But I guess they are kind of gearing a little bit more towards that old meta comp. But the Gecko and the Fade on the other side is something that I love to see. No Sentinels on either side, but they do have those double controllers, which I think works really well in defense on Bind and allows more aggressive plays on both sides.
It absolutely does. Saucy on the solo initiator here again. I'm looking to see what he learned from the issues Sentinels had on Split.
Wait, it reduced?
Can 100 Thieves exploit that? Can they call the attack side they need to stay in this
Wait, I
series?
need to only color the
Do you
outside
think this is
part?
their best shot to
No,
get back?
why did I get fucking brown? 93% shot. They didn't tell me only to do the green. I thought I had to do all three colors.
Let's send it back over to Brennan Sideshow.
There's so much on the line, isn't there, GB? I mean, listen, this is it. An elimination game for both these teams here, but Sentinels on the precipice really of being able to survive that 1 day longer fight for that Battle of Madrid. 100 Thieves, I mean, they end up losing this now. This map right here, it's April when they'll next play. That's a while away, and that is a heartbreaker for them, but they have to stop it here on Bind.
That's an absolutely brutal reality facing 100 Thieves. A Bind, a map that they've played recently, and they use that double initiator utility to go crazy on big execs, especially down short, sometimes going for hookah floods, generally ignoring the more outside areas of the map like B-Long. But that's where we're going to see the fight on the pistol.
Tens is facing. Decoy sent in first, baited out the shots. Knows that someone is lurking around here. Wall is interesting through the TP. Some work up onto alternate angles. Now the dog's being committed on top of that one. Spots 2 players.
Now, 100 Thieves know that Sentinels plan on this map because they've seen it in the off-season, and towards the end of last season actually, is to try to pressure B-Long and Showers really heavily. They're not going to try to defend short that much. And the Thieves are just walking down.
They just plan. Okay.
Attempt here with the plants. Nate though rebounded. Stops it in its tracks.
Rest in peace, little bro.
Yeah.
You did good.
No cheers from the crowd. Put it up with the orb here, but Boostio now going to attempt to plant this one. He will get this one off, so 5v5 retake.
Look a bang at short.
And this is an important one. Many players to meet him.
3 flank.
So many players here on the flank.
To the side.
Do they check
Look at
this?
holding this angle. You get the first one. Sassy's got util out in his hands, flashed up, but it's given him no way.
Oh,
Shots.
nah.
Just going wide here. Battle on 2 fronts though. Out towards
Wait,
the
why?
Sentinels. All Boostio. Off on a mad one with that one. 2 kills. Bang.
What is happening?
On the repeat. 2 left standing. John QT in second, doubled up now into lamps, but time ticking away with that spike.
One enemy remaining.
Fading
This player
away.
stop.
No chance
not
at all.
forget how
This is
to
100
shoot.
Thieves. Well put
Come on,
together
John.
pistol round.
Come on, Jump QT. Come on, Jump QT.
Okay.
Told you,
Not gonna make
he's
too
a
much
classic
difference in
demon.
this one. Yeah, great pistol from 100 Thieves. That is a really interesting Viper Wall that they used in the middle of that round as well. So the way that they are planning to create pressure over towards Showers was with the Viper Wall and then with a Haunt. So if you've got Zekken and Zelsis fighting over Showers, as they often do in this defensive setup, you actually have a bit of a tool there to go and clear it despite everybody pathing down short.
It's the eco for Sen. They've stacked with 5 over towards B long. Guess what? So has 100 Thieves. Okay. Farming up the orbs. Sens loses his life. Do they really choose to commit into this one? Satchel, right clicks in their face. Nade on top of it. Sassy, who wants seconds. Greedy boy, but gets punished.
Greedy boy.
That's clean.
Chill, chill, chill. Stop cheering.
Boostio is getting fairly close to that ultimate as well. The double kill that he got with the classic on the pistol round actually coming in potentially really clutch here. Now the problem is, if you want to go around the map and farm orbs as 100 Thieves, then those are the areas that Sentinels like to fight over the most on defense. If you start going towards Showers, there is a serious potential that you're going to have a Skydog in your face, Tens flashing through the teleport, and you're going to get crunched. So I think 100 Thieves, their best chance is just to stick to the middle lanes of the map and go for these big burst executes down short.
Double faced up, there's a mosh pit behind them. You've got to respect this if you are Sen. Backing out and away! Asuna out wide here, still holding their ground onto the top of the box, but Tens is still alive. Right here with the decoy sent forwards. Cryo, he knows it though, holds his ground, gate crash to evacuate. No.
Oh, where's the system?
But now that ult is online, Boostio, having got the plant down, has access to Thrash.
They're in the way. Spots it though, sends it flying. Bang.
This is so aggressive.
He vacuums up the space, doesn't he? Shows a little bit of respect though. Tail end of this one, 3 versus 3. Flank attempt by Tens right from behind here. Cryo. So it's back to all of it. All of it indeed, and he does not know it! And it's all up to Boostio! Ran down!
Let's go.
The Tens gate crash earlier in the round, when he was trying to put pressure over towards Showers and then disappeared, they had no idea where he was coming back from. And you saw multiple people on 100 Thieves looking towards Showers, expecting him to appear from there. He says peekaboo to Cryo and a bullet in the back of the head.
Wait, where was...
Cool ideas though from 100 Thieves. You can
Where was
see
the TP?
they are trying to path down
How
short
did
in
you get
these
there?
rounds while still applying pressure to Showers. They had Fade utility from the front, Mosh Pit in the back.
Or Gasava. Tyson, I think we're...
And Sentinels looking to try to adapt their setups to deal with what 100 Thieves are throwing at them. I think we're going to see tons of retake attempts here because 100 Thieves are dumping major utility into these execs. It's really difficult to anchor.
The major game plan when they were playing against Leviathan. So what do you two try and get the plant down into the post array? Standard take over towards B long. Using the same tools now. Ice and flying. Boostio facing the side as an anti-flash, but now he's walking his way up with the rest of his team. Asuna one step closer to the big rocket.
Reclear?
Reclear 10, flash through. It's anti-flash from Asuna. The rest of his team combined. How are they finding these kills? I mean, right behind him in second. And he wants even more. Look at this. Just walking right round the corner, almost catching with the util. Out 72 health, backing away.
does seem ridiculous that Sen somehow managed to get 2 kills out of that.
Actually.
Through the teleport.
Oh, his teammates died.
Is in cave, taking up residence deep into enemy territory. There is just no way they're going to expect him to be coming around showers behind them here.
This is such an unorthodox position to be in right now. Rest of their team. And what do they have to clear this one? Bang, it's in a really forward angle here. Asuna just jiggling from the bench, spots it.
Do they think about him at any point? No.
Not likely. Flash, rebound.
Oh,
Not enough! Not enough!
what a play.
When he's on the Euro on this map, I mean, he looks like a one-man army at times.
He's absolutely inspiring. Genuinely, the kind of tech that he's got all around the map, these little bounce flashes that set up perfect pop flashes for himself. I mean, he really is right in the playbook. There's no one doing it like him. Eat your heart out, Forsaken fans. I don't care. Tens is the absolute truth on Bind with Yoru. But yeah, the fact that Sassy was still able to get a kill off that reclick, honestly, might have made all the difference.
Yeah.
To set
I can't believe they went even there.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Even is the score. 2-2 here. Barriers dropping. An attempt to contest over showers. Fast here. Asuna facing all together. And yes, weaker weapons, but the Sheriff still deadly enough.
And the dog does Boostio try to punish in any way. He was there at the bottom of B long, thinking about walking up onto Sassy. Decides not to. This position from Zelsis on top of the truck, one that Aspas played multiple times against 100 Thieves and came out to the good so often.
Gun ferried away a little bit earlier. If the attempt here from 100 Thieves to retake showers for it, they're going to be sorely disappointed.
We've been robbed.
At least there's an orb. Got from Boostio. Looking left to right on a swivel, making sure to clear everything here, but he's the lone player. Steam salves towards A short. 3 players still there into bathrooms. Wall up. He's running it down TPs. He's trying to fake presence. Pulling away. I mean, they bought it. Hook, line, sinker. 2 players, but no. Maybe second guessing themselves here. Walking forwards. And that damage done prior. It's more than enough here to try and shut it down. Bang. Too weak, unfortunately. All of the Boostio.
That's got to be one of the funniest attempts I've seen it, causing distraction around the map. And honestly, it almost worked. Zelsis had his feet glued to the top of truck. Otherwise, 100 Thieves might have been able to make something of that. Rifles back. Fairly successful attempt at just trying to generate a pick in showers.
Yeah.
But I'm looking towards the ultimates online. And I think they're really important because Sen have got 2 that are really useful for retake. They did use the Seekers already in the prior. I mean, Celsius can't try to fight short here, can he?
Smoke's so deep, he's like feigning like they might be attempting to fight over this orbital strike. Mosh pit, it's all being utilized, but they've got the movement to get out. Satchels, gate crash, forwards though, that's Asuna, and a snake bite on top of it. Beautiful execution with all the utility. Combined up. Free for all towards the back of the side with those 2 kills now planned online. Peek through by Tens. Offsetting it, you got to take risks in the moment, but it's all being contained and answered back.
Huge round from Asuna and Cryo with some excellent trades as well.
So they ulted showers, and then the rest of the team just ran and shot. So when they come out of the showers, there'll be people.
Against the level of utility being thrown in his face. And he had to dodge an orbital strike, a mosh pit, get behind, got snake bit. Meanwhile, Asuna bullies his way into backside.
I don't
Nice!
care.
Nice!
Good shit, baby. Good shit, man. Let's get it, big guys. Get active. Yeah, keep this shit up.
Let's go, Viper.
That's a super important round for 100 Thieves to win. More short presence and pressure at the start of the round. We've seen tons of emphasis towards the A side here. Look, Sen are leaving B already.
Following the cues, it was the initial flood of utility here. It's being used. Orb lineup from Bang.
It's going to sell it even more that the pressure's coming over towards A. Sentinels are trying to cheat their defense. And they're going to get punished for it by the look of things.
Everybody grouped up.
Face your fear!
I fall. Away, it's a full retake onto the B side.
And this site is really difficult to get good retakes on. Unless second can
There are
get his
3 ults.
showstopper online.
Yep.
Here comes got one of his own. Yeah, dimensional drift. We'll be picking out these players as well, getting themselves into the position. Flash!
What is that?
It's gone nowhere.
He's shooting the flash. He's ulting the flash.
Gained, and here's the showstopper to you, Ass. 410s, meanwhile, like I said prior, one-man army. These guys are wrecking ball running straight through them, and the elbow players, they can't afford to swing. Zekken can stick it all the way through.
What do you mean section? John Q
Talk about well-oiled machines. I mean, 100 Thieves on their attack execution.
Told you they have 3
Sentinels on
ults.
their
They
retake.
got this.
That was just picture perfect.
They got a 4th
That was
ult.
absolutely amazing.
Okay.
Generally, this site is so difficult to retake, but the flashes could not have been more perfect to just annihilate people on site. Those 100 Thieves players trying to anchor had
Asuna
no
ulted
chance.
the flash.
Asuna's like an actual rocket launch into the stratosphere moment. Like he was trying to put the thing into orbit.
Yeah. Double flashed up. Timeout, 100 Thieves. It's been even so far. I mean, it feels even, I will say, but it was 100 Thieves winning that pistol round, which is why the scoreline ends up being closer.
Yeah, and that's a massive
Doesn't
difference,
feel even.
right?
It
Because
looks
Sen,
even, but it feels like
the first
Sentinels is
map,
destroying.
their first
What
kill
does it say?
conversion rate was literally
Great ult.
perfect, 100%. Every time
I
they
mean,
got the first kill,
by
they were able to win. Their gun round win rate way
surely a
higher
great
than
ult by
100 as well. So,
Yoru. I mean
while the
tens, but
scoreline seems fairly even, 100 Thieves
he saw the
actually
sky
need to
flash
figure
and then
out
he's like,
how to
I'm gonna
convert
ult it.
because 3 out of 4 of the rounds that Sen have won are retakes. And it's one thing being able to get the plant down, but if that takes all of your utility, and then you don't have anything to stop Sen getting back into the site, you're going to lose these rounds.
Yeah, what good does it do?
What team are you
It doesn't
supporting?
stop them. Maybe that's part of the reason why Sen have picked into Bind as well, having seen 100 Thieves play it. Potential read with the heavy execute style that they've been playing, you know, they spend all that
True.
util right at the start.
It did hit the planes.
Spike plans and realizing, okay, we can take a step back,
Find the
play for the retake.
I think
He's
the
going to be more
retake,
favored.
the retake protocols looked amazing on Split as well when they played against Loud.
It's aggression though. The right timing here. That's an anti-flash by Cryo. Doesn't earn himself a kill from it though.
This is a bit of a tough round for Sentinels to try to attempt that same retake style, because Boostio's got 2 attempts with his ultimate to generate some kind of advantage. And there's going to be a pit down.
Close to the corner. Broken. Gate crash. Back to safety. But
Kind of plays Zelda.
Let's watch.
does a little bit.
I think he's heard them retreating.
Surely going to be able to hear them retreating, and they are creeping and crawling their way forwards.
Didn't he ult just now? What happened to that?
Sassy is on an island, isolated. Tucks to the corner, and Thrash is going to be meeting him. Detained.
Oh.
Not a chance. So the first kill now. Available here for 100 Thieves with the plan going their way. This post plan looks aggressive. Players in forward positions.
They're going to pit.
What are they so happy about? It was just a plan.
For them, and they should, yes. Bang. Spends it now. Everybody out through into the elbow. Zelsis is dropped as well on top of it. Nobody can
Oh,
withstand
Arsenal's gonna
this
be
kind
shooting.
of pressure.
Oh,
except maybe
Zekken shooting
Zekken
too.
can. Nades there. Forwards.
Okay.
The pre-fire shuts down any chance or attempt.
But what I was noticing during the game of 100
See, it
Thieves
looks
is
even,
where
4-4, but
100
like
Thieves were still getting some value on their attack
this-
side, but it was when they used
this round they were dominating because they got a
really
timeout and
worked
everything.
out.
But before that,
100 Thieves used the ult.
Sentinels was
Big
definitely
value out of
dominating.
it as well. Finding the identity of where Sassy was playing, use that second usage of the Thrash to be able to clear him out, and then pit on top.
Yeah.
But does that same strategy work if you don't have the ults to rely on? That, I think, is a question that 100 Thieves still don't quite have the answer for.
Deep Viper's Pit blocks off that B-long avenue, which 100 Thieves have been playing there pretty often.
Now, almost all the time, we're going to see teams try to ego their way through the pit. They put some kind of initiator utility through the front and try to flood out hookah. But it looks like 100 Thieves are not going for something like that. Instead, grouping up towards short, thinking, all right, well, if John Cudie's established his position towards B long, we'll try to take the A side, which should be a little weaker.
Everyone grouped.
this is
Short
pushed up
play
on it.
still into hookah. This reads to me like a bit of a TP pivot. We wait to see what these players can get done. Asuna jump spots.
The
problem with the TP
They can go
physical
flash
Reds,
A and
you
they're
don't have
just
anybody
walking
beat
up.
on, so John Cutie's not getting pressure.
Yeah.
They're giving it up,
Look at
waiting
that
for back to
TP by
see
10 is in their
Look
spawn.
at this gate crash. Yeah, where is this one going? All the way into the spawn.
And he took the TP. Wow.
Sides. I mean,
He's
10's
gone.
commits to
He's
it.
gone.
Yeah, he's all the way
Bro's been
behind them
watching
now.
some TikToks.
And he's going to be trying to put pressure on the people, putting
Here it
pressure
is.
on John.
Yeah. Flash, eye, everything committed, but still, it's a TP
Oh,
pivot
the
into showers.
TP's
Does he
back.
expect Cryo right here behind them? Does he would attempt to follow them? This is absolute carnage and pandemonium. Flying straight past them. Ten.
No, John Cute is gonna die there.
Catch him with a backstab. 10 still behind them. Zelsis attempts it with a spray through, but it's all down to 10.
Oh.
John
Oh.
Great movement from Asa.
No, what? See, I predicted. What did I predict? I predicted now 100 Thieves wins this map, which is a Sentinels pick.
Feel like a fake into the pit at the beginning, went back towards
But what was that? 10 Swift and
or rather retreated.
that was actually great. That was a good one by Arsenal. Look at that! Look at that movement. What was that?
Tens was behind them and he just was running from side to side.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure out where they were ending. That's a wild one. What a
Oh.
call to come out from 100 Thieves. That is such an important round as well, because it starts to build them back up to the ultimates. Asna's now very close to a showstopper, which we've talked about how important that is for 100 Thieves style. And it knocks Sentinel's economy.
Yeah.
That round 9 call could not have come at a better time.
Against the pit as well. I mean, they had that one locked down. It's another ult
Yeah,
removed.
so
Absolutely
this is the
running
same thing that has
rings
happened.
against
It's all
Sentinels.
over the place. I mean, I was losing track.
all of the
Awesome.
100
One
Thieves
eye on the
versus
minimap, one
Sentinels,
eye on
like
the game.
one of
It
them
was
will
really,
win
really cool. Like
win
I
one
said,
map,
critical timing
then you'll be like, oh,
for
they're
all of it to be happening. So
for
taking the
sure
lead,
going to win,
5-4.
and then the other team like
You
comes
mentioned the
back,
importance of this
hits
one. It's an
and wins, and now we're like, oh,
elimination game, Bind,
what's gonna happen?
in the staging grounds where
And the
we're not
third
gonna see
one,
that continuation
Sentinels
in the
wins
series.
it.
So every round counts for 100
That's
Thieves.
what's happened last 2 times. But let's see.
There.
Start of this round, 100 Thieves grouped up very heavily towards short. Only John Cutie dared to try to collect. But these players could quite quickly come through the showers TP and cause problems.
And also his own TP. It's the backside of A. They want to fight that one. And Util playing for the retake here. Backside control gained. Asana!
Oh my god.
Straight to him. Could have been a rifle
Oh,
delivery.
he's
And here's that
looking
TP to showers. Attempt. Real danger here.
Oh.
EU. Gonna be
Wait,
taken out here. 2
Tens
versus
fell
3 now
somewhere.
with the spike planted. Let's put the time pressure onto Sentinels here. And they don't have the positioning.
Boost yours low.
Not the rifles.
Was it an
Asana
eco?
rocket.
Was it a half buy?
Drawing out that rocket would be pretty good for Sen, even if they lose the round.
Contacted. Great hold on the crosshair placement of Cryo. Now knows where the second player is. Zelsis understands his role here. He's just got to get the hell out of there. So, could have been some danger in that round, but again, it's 100 Thieves. They navigate it. Will be the 6-1 for them. Steadily accruing the lead even more.
But this is how important round 9 was, just to go back again. Look, Cryo's 2 away from orbital strike. Boostio's 1 away from getting his Gecko ult online, which, if they get the plant down, he'll have it for a post-plant. 100 Thieves turned the tide with that insane round-the-world call.
If Sentinels get
And
5
now actually have
on
the ults to be able to snowball
defense,
their way to
I
a
think
really
they can go
decisive
to win.
attack off. They've changed the game.
Half armor for Sentinels won't really make too much of a difference. Maybe the goal now to go a bit faster once more for 100 Thieves, especially with the show.
Wait, how was Zelsis gone there?
A much better game compared to that first one. Boombot leads the charge, clears the close corner, so has the satchels, and now finally lets it go! Straight to the back wall.
That's a miss.
Zelsis though. Look at that, stand and deliver, holding your ground out towards Lamp, and that is a real skirmish taking place.
Zekan lost one of his
I have the spike.
this thing by his blast packs by
Here with
mistake.
Spike being
I think.
reclaimed. Both teams taking a breather, but now it's planted.
Oh, it's 3v3.
The post plant once more. No more ults to be used, but
Sassy's on the flank, so Sentinels are waiting for this to happen. To be honest, though, these flanks have not really worked.
different direction. Bang. Doesn't look really the wiser for it. EU on top of bench. ADS. Lovely tap,
Okay.
but there's the kill found. Finally, flank paying off.
I feel EU wins this
John
round.
QT really being pressured towards the back of the side. He needs Sassy to get a move on. He's a little bit too late to the party here, especially with it ticking. EU so much util to work with. Teva connects. No more sound cues.
Oh,
Nade
dead.
rebounds, and there is the kill.
That's
Combinations
dead.
on combinations.
Nah, bro. What's going wrong?
Bit too slow
I
on
don't
the
know what's
retake
going
for
on.
Sentinels, not able to get those really coordinated retakes working like they were.
Okay,
in
they
the
have
first
two good
quarter.
ults. They'll get. Oh, they're
Sen
close
were
to
set
have
up to try to
4
deal with that
ults.
blast pack
They're
showstopper
close to
play
4
down
ults.
short.
Let's see.
You saw Tens on top
They should
of
win this
triple,
out with the
but he
ults
couldn't
at least.
teleport away in
What do
time.
they have? They
Boostio
have
was really
Fade
sharp on
ult
that
and
trade. And once more, the snake bite, the bang is
Fade
throwing
and Brim
in.
ult? Is that what 100
Being
Thieves
able
are?
to catch Zekken over towards triple and set up that kill too.
Oh,
Really
get
unsafe
caught.
position
Okay.
to play in. Is this really just going to be running it back with the ults? Thrash.
He just got it back to him, huh?
Not
Not
exactly
sure where that went.
Yeah, I mean, they were just clearing the front of short like they were expecting something super aggressive at the start of the round. But that is a weird one. Limits Boostio's usage of the ult to just one more time.
That's still okay. One time is still
But
okay.
100 Thieves calling a pause and moving around. Definitely a little harder to read than their game against Leviathan.
Thrash isn't done with you.
Here we go, round 2. Clear out towards Hookah now. Seekers can be offloaded. Detainment is there. Satchel plays. Asane can't see anything though. Blinded up. Second close to the corner. Now the showstopper. Right to the feet.
Nice.
Takes them out. Boostio returns.
1v2.
Spike
Okay.
planted.
Then there's ult.
1 versus 2. Maybe a chance for it to be winnable. An 8th round would be a dream. But it's a tough ask for him. Tens, 2 flashes. One more
Oh
smoke.
wait, both of them need one for the ult. These both couldn't get the ult.
Tucked in.
The other 2 ults came off.
Here's the footsteps. Doesn't know where they are exactly, but strikes
Oh, no.
correctly. Round
Oh no! Nah.
What a clutch to end the half for our Gecko cosplayer here.
Oh
The new
nah.
World champion Boostio showing how he got it done on the big
For
stage.
8.
That is a nuts ending to capitalize on 5 rounds in a row. It was great from Zekken to defend Sassy, who got hit by that ult. But this 1v2 just seals the deal. After an awesome turnaround in round 9, Boostio calling amazingly, then clutching incredibly.
Feel the energy that's bringing for them as well. With their backs
That's
against
the
them, I
half.
think an elimination match, it's all important. But on the other side of things as well, earlier we spoke with Sentinels coach Kaplan about what it's like to have such a passionate fan base.
Color match was tough.
I don't
Was it?
think anyone on our team feels more pressure because we're doing badly or well and the fans have certain expectations. For us, we're a really competitive group. We're really hardworking. The drive to win for every person on the team is really high. We know we all have what it takes to be the best. So
Let's go,
the
Shroud.
pressure we put on ourselves is already great enough. It's pretty unchanging no matter the circumstance. I think
Oh,
no
that's good.
matter
They gave
how
me
the
another
fans are
chance.
feeling, it's motivational for all of us, and I push that on the players.
So I
We
only had to
have
do the dark green
fans
part
that are
apparently.
more passionate and more
I didn't know
invested
that.
in our success than I believe any team in Valorant. So when they're upset, it's because they care, and when they're really proud and pumped because we're doing well, it's because they care. So we celebrate that no matter what's going on.
Certainly are passionate. I mean, after these losses for both of these teams, to be honest, you'd think they'd be more doomer than zoomer. I mean, it was just absolutely dire straits for the expectations. But I think you can be pleasantly pleased so far with the series that we've got right now. You're seeing 100 Thieves battle back against this Sentinel squad that were looking all too strong in that first map.
And even in the first half of their defense rounds, they looked like Sentinels had figured out a way of playing against this. The retake strategy was working excellently up until 100 Thieves started getting a bit of momentum, got their economy going, got their ult cycle working, and then suddenly ran away with things in those final 5 rounds. That now puts some serious pressure on Sen. This super heavy double initiator exec style worked really nicely.
Let's go.
How does it work on defense?
Shit, game started.
Long distance lob
from downtown.
Get to the Olympics.
I do those
I
things.
don't know. What's more topical? I don't know meat sports.
The way that Sentinels likes to play this is Tens.
I don't know
take
meat
showers
sports. He says.
basically on
He's
his
alone, yeah,
own.
Like
most of the
esports
time.
and
A
meat
lot of the
sports.
time. But if you try to fight him, good luck, even if you double up. Really difficult to stop. And just because Tens is in showers, it doesn't actually tell you anything about which way Sentinels are defaulting. This dog from Sassy though will.
It's sent straight through. Wrapping around. Spots out the players there. Decoy broken out. Flash forward. Lots of smokes dropped down on top of it. They want to try and fight this one in through lamps. There's a lot of players here. That Tether is monstrous. Nade on top.
No, the nade
quite
missed.
It just about missed. That could have been deadly. A massacre, a bloodbath. But the players still stand. They take a breather. 35 seconds in this round. Not much more time to work with. Another tap. Baiting out the util. This is getting really, really tenuous. It's spam. Being committed. Trying to stop this one. Get the spike. Plan to drop down. Asuna way too far forward. Ahead of the pack there. No one can help him out, but with 20 seconds left, the call is made. TP pitted all the way through. Now they're going to be seeing as an empty B site. Boostio.
They're waiting for Boostio to TP this way.
Second player.
And the TP'd away.
They should have been able to hear how many people went through the teleport. It looks like Boostio's not quite aware, but John can't capitalize.
No, plant down though. The post plant now. Sassy. You dare peek this one into so many players. Well, his team are taking contact. Attention being diverted. It's all Celsius. I mean, he's cleaning these players entirely.
Right click.
Light them up.
Right click.
Kill feed filled with red.
Let's go.
Great call in the round from Sen to just put that pause in after 100 Thieves have got people in position to deny the plant and decide to take the kittens through the teleporter.
No way he said that.
That is a play. That play right there.
TP my kitten.
Swept Sentinels away in lamps. I think Asuna rebounded it off the door frame instead of the back wall, but otherwise the tether was perfect from EU.
Could have been monstrous.
What could have been?
Yeah, and now 100 Thieves drop down to the eco. It's a long while yet until potential lead is equalized, but patience play by Sentinels.
Oh.
So it's a flash.
Wait, oh, it's
yeah,
still
that flash though, when you pull it out that far towards the left, it doesn't actually tell you anything, because there could be a player left, could be a player in garden, there could be a player on site. You want your flashes to be a bit more specific than that, especially when you only have 2 of them now. They still have to nade this corner. They're giving a lot of info to 100 Thieves. There's a kill that's going to matter a lot though, because now Sentinels can make the call to end over towards A. John QD's not seeing anything over here.
45 seconds left now. We know it's an open book in terms of the plant. Anywhere you like. Dog sent in. Sassy does have the spike, so not going to be able to get this down. He's got a scurry, cleared forwards.
Zelsis is calling for the spike himself to build up towards that ultimate. An orbital strike could be a difference maker, and you might see him go around hunting for some of these kills as well. Yeah, so he exchanges for the stinger. They're just orb maxing.
It's going to be a standard round here. Already won basically for Sentinels, unless something goes amiss. Flash play to re-peek into this and trying to hopefully farm up some of these old forwards.
Oh my god, this 10 support.
Online, 20 bullets left. Tens is helping him out, right? 2 of them not letting anyone escape the ire of it. It was Tens.
Wait, 10 got all the kills there.
I mean, when you say Tens is helping him out, you mean Tens is stealing the ult orbs.
Wait, I thought Tens was just support.
I mean, exactly. With Zelsis only one away, they can definitely try to play for one of these orbs. The advantage of Sentinel's composition and the way that they play the map is that they do put a heavy emphasis towards showers, B-long, the areas of the map that you can access that extra ult point. Good to see them thinking about that extra layer of the game.
Right back into it. There's a molly sent flying. I'd have missed that one as well as we were getting laid out of the replay, but Boombot broken. Feigning like there's some sort of an attempt over towards Hookah and B, but the position's being held really aggressively by Bang.
When you look at who's got the spike, it seems like Celsius wants his ult for the post plant, but 100 Thieves are fighting short really hard.
Satchels.
There were 2
forwards here. Teva, beautiful, points him in the right direction. Zekken is there though with a swing. Close!
Ooh.
Sassy takes a Oh, a load of damage in the process here. Him and Tens now linking up, joining hands near. Here's the dog. Mosh pit. Around the sideways, the coverage. Sean QT on top of bench 2 versus 2. Or try and use it to reposition. But guess what? Bang, right behind you. Backstab. Online. Vulnerable. It does not matter for Boostio. Gets the job done.
69.
Thieves look like the way that they're planning to play defense on A is by fighting the plant, not allowing Sentinels to get it down for free. And Sen don't have all of that unbelievable double initiator utility to push back 100 Thieves and make it impossible to contest. Boostio, for a long time now on Bind, has been very comfortable playing that kind of plant denial defense. Playing inside of smokes, putting spam onto people. Sen are going to have to put some pauses into these short pushes.
Oh, what are they so?
Now the ults start to come online. A
What
little
is
faster
here?
for Sen because they won the pistol in the follow-up. Can that be the difference maker? It definitely felt like it was in the first half.
Yeah. Burned the one for Zelsis. Tens, meanwhile, taking a bit of a peek towards Showers. Like we said earlier, this man doesn't shy away from it. Solo Showers take. Wants to fight over it, but look at this from Zekken. There's a nade to rebound here. Close to
Oh,
the
they're gonna double piece Showers.
at least by Bang, Tens in trouble. Gate crash fading away. They dare really approach his position. Doesn't look likely. Flashing back and away on either side. B Long was given up and conceded, so Sen have got all that space now. Adjustment. Not there for Zekken in time. Didn't have the crosshair placement, so a freebie for Boostio.
And Tens has actually dodged the haunt in Showers. He's looking to try to take some space for the rest of his team.
Yeah, out towards the back side. That's 100 Thieves now, realizing, giving up that space. Now, they don't explode out into the side here. Instead, taking up residence into A short, dimensional drift, maybe to spot out close to the positions, just using it as a glorified drone. Pings it out, realizing the site is clear. So John QT with a plan. Nades! Will he get out? Just barely.
And now remember that Zelsis has Molly. He also has his orbital strike for the post. So this is going to be an extremely difficult nut to crack.
Position he's playing in as well. So far back here, Asuna, Satchels now, alongside the flash. Dizzy, pointing them out towards default bench. It's going to be cleared now, out towards Showers, and yeah, that time pressure becoming an issue. You hear the Molly landing at the feed. Okay, half on the defuse. Oh, wingman! The Molly missed! Half on it, push them back. It's all down to Zelsis, but there's 4 players left, and there's already half on the defuse. It's essentially a round win. Zelsis, you have to spray them all down, and it's just not a chance. Not a chance. 100 Thieves.
No.
And that one mistake, one misstep with the lineup.
And you know, I'm not even sure that the Molly did miss. I think we were hearing the one that's firewood thrown out or something. Because I could have sworn that there was a Molly on the spike after the orbital strike came through. But either way, Sen not able to delay enough time there in order for their player to be able to capitalize towards the end. That's a major, major round again for 100 Thieves.
Oh, okay, that's how.
Because that one played very differently. Instead of going for the plant denial, playing for that big retake, saving a lot of their initiator utility for it. Small mistake, but doesn't really matter too much. Does give away his positioning, though.
Judge in close quarters, they're trying to run this guy down. Bang! Judge in hand, blind. All the way through, couldn't see anything, but he's done the damage, hasn't he? And now, the return of the fire. Wait a second. Overzealous. It's a 2 versus 2 with the rifles here. Boostio, he's sending Thrash into the mix. He wants to try and get at the table, but he missed it. That's to cancel it. This is chaotic.
So many of these eco rounds have been won. Or I suppose you could say thrown away.
Oh, Sassy is the one who's got that
Over the course of kickoff in Americas and Pacific, it just feels like these ecos are so dangerous, even with minimal investment.
Sassy is
Far back position by Boostio, just holding it for the contact lurks.
I mean,
the right read on how Sentinels are going to play this one. Sassy, to be the one going in first here on 5 HP. Seekers. Blind, committed.
I mean, they are going to teleport as soon as they realize that these 2 players are close.
There it is. Through Showers now with 30 seconds left and remaining. Cryo is hightailing it. 100-meter dash all the way through here.
No,
he
he's
is
gonna
as
get
quick
the
as
kill.
anything. Do they expect this one? Plant down. Wall up in their face. Doesn't catch the timing here. John QT! Wingman! Drops down. Stun. just for a moment.
He jumped away from
Sidesteps it
start.
up through heaven, moving through the vulnerable. John QT, that is ballsy. A tap, trying to force his players out of position, but it's being held from heaven. Sassy holding it, balls of steel. They do not swing, they do not approach the position. They are still holding their ground, but no. Boostio takes the timing and they know exactly where John QT is. Once more, another tap, no kill, but only for Cryo. Really, really well played.
Oh, shit.
An iron will from Sen there, not peeking as
John Kitty should have peeked that.
draw out the peaks over and over, eventually getting their way. So close. 100 Thieves have now established themselves a really nice advantage. Unfortunately, the economy is looking a little dodgy here. They're still going to be able to get 4 rifles online, and Sentinels forced to take a tactical timeout.
He should have peeked that.
So close to going down when he crossed. Nice try, kid. Through pipes, past John Cutie. There are small moments in this map that are making huge cascading differences later down the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like you can tell it's an elimination game. There's a lot of almost antsiness to some of the plays that are being made.
Yeah, frantic in nature.
On both sides, though.
Yeah.
Tandoori.
And I think Sen are trying to slow it down, trying to
100
calm
miles
things
per
down
hour.
a little. But 100 Thieves thriving in the chaos with their Gecko Fade composition.
It only gets more difficult here for Sentinels. 100 Thieves are built up a little bit of cushioning when it comes to the bank. Some money to work with, of course, if they end up losing this one round here. But of course, the round lead, nevertheless, and the ultimates they've not.
Hot lips. Sounds good for Cherry.
Strike the Nightfall. Tons of tools to be used.
No, keep
bring them up
mixing.
to that map point.
Yeah, 100 Thieves are fine to play retake. They're also perfectly fine to try to deny the plan. They're going to have a pit at the start of the round. Enormously favored, I would say, to be able to get up to 12. Sen have got an uphill battle here to knock them out of contention for Madrid.
As you said prior, pit.
6
Laid
11.
down into the choke. Early access to showers gained. Tends his way through. Picks up the orb, TP's away, but the rest of his team will hold on to that space that he was gained.
Yeah, it looks like
Ooh,
John's
they
really
tried
trying
fake
to
it,
call a
but
fake in this
nobody-
round. Put a lot of pressure over towards B.
Nobody
Lots
believed
of
it.
noise being used.
Okay. No one's rotating? Okay.
Night out forwards.
Fade is rotating.
And right behind it. Like you said, it's that fake attempt.
It has pulled EU over towards B, or Spawn at the very least.
Over the strike.
Oh, he TP'd up.
The drop down actually, anticipating that could have been a play, and yeah, gate crashes
Oh,
right
no.
to safety, but Asuna, he didn't rotate away. Still holds it onto the high ground here. Going for a second peek at this one, but a satchel, maybe the safety.
No.
It's labored. Messy even, but it gets the job done with the 2 kills. Adjustment from Tens. Pit. No longer a problem. Less than 30 seconds left. Damage through the wall, enough. Right to the dome. Rips it straight off for Tens here. 2 players now. Left for Sentinels. Desperate task ahead of them. Attempted nevertheless here with really such little time close towards it. Sassy, the spike has been dropped down. You have to accept it. Cut the losses. Get the hell out of there. But that means 100 Thieves. On
Game
the brink,
point.
the precipice.
Match point.
And Sassy needs this weapon. The economy is not great for his team.
Gotta save it. He's gotta save
No,
it.
why is he going for the fight?
Massive from Cryo.
Huge towards the end there. That's going to put so much additional pressure onto the economy. You look at what John's going to be working with. No rifle now available. He's got to pick up a Spectre. And at the end of the day, it's this position from Asuna that ends up getting the work done. While his teammate's holding short, he's in an unexpected position. And doesn't just go for one and drop off, but actually holds his ground on top of the box, going for repeats.
Just did not care.
The difference between Asuna's
Ooh,
impact on
that's
map
really
1 and
good.
2 is crazy.
3 players meeting him. Dog there. Stimmy. Flashes all abound. A truce is ordered. A pause in the play, but Shower's given up again. As we've been mentioning, Tensy's ahead of it. In head of it.
Oh.
Head of the smoke entirely. Asuna seeks to contain, and contain he will. Bringing down the opposition. Reclaiming that space out towards Showers. They give up and concede again through into short. Still with the op. Out towards triple. How do you really seek to do some damage here? There's just an angle opened up to him.
Does he realize that they're so,
So
deep on
close.
sight?
I mean, side by side, shoulder to shoulder. Crouched down with the Prowler. Broken! Lands a shot! It's Boostio. He's still there. John QT in the meantime. He did take care of Asuna. Second round aside. Okay. 2 versus 2. We could end in a moment's notice with this flank attempt occurring. Bang. He's all the way behind them once more. What is the call to be made by Sen? Grouping up. No more noise. Pit. There. Oh my.
So close.
Early opened himself up a tap. Teva through. They don't know where this last player is. They are really struggling to find it, but with 25 seconds left. It's dangerous games they're playing here for Sen.
John needs second inside the pit, I think, so that he can just get the plant down.
Yep.
There's only 20 seconds left.
And he just chooses to stick it. Zekin's not even there playing with him. Just seeking to hold this round down, almost going down just from the vulnerable and the spam.
Really dangerous.
Back to the box. Healthy players from 100 Thieves, and this is the real turning point. Might just come down to it. Random spray, the bullets through. One player's a target, and John QT is found, taken out.
Come on, Zekin.
Close to it. 100 Thieves, right here. It's theirs. They are not out of it yet.
What? I called it, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen.
They looked outclassed on map 1, but came back into this one, recovering after a rough first quarter, showcasing the power of this Gecko Fade composition. And also turning around their individual performances. Asna in particular goes from towards the bottom in terms of impact, right up towards the top. He was having so many multi-kill rounds. An enormous difference maker after getting raised diff map 1. This is anyone's game going into Split, where both teams have already showcased really strong performances.
A reminder as well, it's an elimination match. That is what we are watching right here. It's the battle to fight, to chance. And Madrid as well, get that qualification even further forward. But map 3 on the cards, you wouldn't want it any other way. It's time for a quick break. When we come back, there's the series we've all been waiting for.
That's not even close, bro. Did we go back to catch up, really? Yo, let's go. 100%. 100%. Lolita. Yo, that looks it. Oh, that doesn't look at all.
Just when you think that you can count on Sentinels to get that 2-0 victory, the Thieves rob it from them, and we're going to map 3. And by God, I think it's the bananas, personally speaking. But folks, this is an excellent series that we are watching here between Sentinels and 100 Thieves. I thought that 100 Thieves were going to be out of it going into this map 2. It was Sentinels' pick, but we ended up just seeing 100 Thieves that felt so comfortable out there. It was like looking at a completely different team from what we saw in that first map, I felt like.
Yeah, it absolutely was. I think 100 Thieves had a great read of the map here on Bind. That first attack.
That looks like a watermelon.
They knew exactly how their opponent wanted to play with this Yoru composition and were constantly punishing
The fuck
any
is
of the
that?
forward plays they were making after those like first 2 rounds where Sentinels was able to pull it off. I thought the Gecko usage in this map was on point. Every time they had that ult online, they had a very thorough plan
So much
to use
value they
around
were
it.
getting out
And
of
also the way that they set Asuna up with those dizzies combined with the fade haunts, it was so clear that a lot of work has gone into this comp for 100 Thieves.
It felt just so cohesive to watch. I feel like 100 Thieves, they had so many good calls, so many mid-round plays. They understood kind of how they wanted to push and pull these rotators, how to kind of like fake everything, and it just worked out amazingly. I mean, they had so many good plays, and I feel like they started understanding the abuse of the TPs. They started understanding the abuse of Sentinels playing forward and just baiting all their stuff and then just running the other way, and they have so much more util with their comp.
Yeah, those fakes they were playing, I think combined really well when you're playing this Gecko, because you can throw your dizzy back through a teleporter, then you can go to the other side, pick that up. It's a comp that really allows an IGL like Boostio to shine. I also want to give a lot of credit in this game to Bang. In a round like this, he was constantly creating pressure, creating space towards A, and also being a bit of a beacon of information for the team on the other side of the map. I felt like Boostio's leadership really played off all of his assets in this game at a
That doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah, for sure. They
Oh, somehow it's
push
96%
and pull
accuracy.
to a whole new level. They understood that Sentinels was playing right into their cards. It felt like they were reading them to like a book almost, and it felt so crazy. But yes, this Gecko ult, knowing 100% that there are players playing towards that long. Yes, it looked a little messy at the beginning, but 100 Thieves just cleaning up, like making sure. And then Boostio with this clutch was just so strong. And again, these are the kind of momentum rounds that kind of propelled. I know, it just propelled 100 Thieves forward so much, and I feel like these are just like these crazy moments that really push them to have that kind of emotion and like push towards that energy of winning that match.
Yeah, the vibes have got to be good after a win like that. They really bounced back. And on top of that, I mean, even the individuals were looking night and day.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first map.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, talking about Asuna, he had just 2 completely different games, right? And incredible how that could play out that way. But genuinely, Asuna, when he is activated, and I've had the pleasure of commentating this kid way back in the day, back when it was like black and white times, and he, just seeing the things that he did with this agent.
The contrast of this kid and talking about him playing when it was black and white is a little interesting to me. But this guy is
So
sick,
funny.
Myrna.
Yeah, he did so good, and I think just him and EU together using those combos of utility were just so good, and it went so strongly. And you can see from that first game going into that
Asuna did wake up.
Asuna just stepped up. It felt like his team around him was using so much util for him.
The biggest stat I see here is in the first one.
Yes.
Right? He was getting
31%
in the first kill
increase.
department. Him and Cryo were just getting ran over in those opening kills. This map, completely different. And again, going back to Boostio and EU, both of their initiator utility was always timed so well to set this guy up for these entries. Also, even into the late rounds. I think about that 2v1 against Zelsis, where they're like nading him at the very end of the round. The synergy is there for 100 Thieves. It really shows the work they've been putting in during this offseason.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now let's go ahead and take a look look at the series layout where we
Oh,
are. I mean, boy,
split.
big swings that we are seeing at the start, and that was 100 Thieves pick of Lotus, and they got
Going the
bopped.
opposite direction, by the way.
Right? And then you go into bind, same thing there, but now we take the battle to split. I couldn't think of a better place
Sentinels
for
is
this game
still,
to end because
I mean, maybe 100 Thieves have gotten a bit, I don't know. They're still struggling against
I'm
100
gonna be
Thieves.
honest, to all the Sen City
Against others,
residents out there,
they're gonna
I'm
get
a little
destroyed.
concerned
If they win
about
this.
map number.
If they lose this, I'm so
I
sad.
don't love the way they played the solo sky comp on
Okay.
this map. I think it is really tough to get solo sky right
After
here
all this
on
build up,
split. And
all this
constantly,
hype.
Saucy was running out of util early in these rounds on their defense last time they played. It made it feel like they were behind in the calling and unable to
doing it again.
successfully retake. They really have to have talked about what went wrong and how they want to leverage their tools if they want to make this comp work.
And now they're actually playing against the Gecko and the Fade, which is just so much more util pumping into that they're going to be able to like counter all this sky util, so the solo initiator just not that strong.
This is going to be a fascinating conclusion without a doubt, but it's map 3, Riot Games Arena. Make some noise as we get ready. We're going to send this back over to Brendan Sideshow for the cast.
Map 3 elimination. Madrid on the line, of course. The chance to play for it as well. We've got a game on our hands. Casters, we love it when you've got a game on your hands. I tell you, we say that line a lot. But here it is, man. I mean, split as the decider. This should be, honestly, a fascinating one because Sen's defense on this map, a masterclass. Their attack side, a little bit less. They were struggling ever so slightly, but it's still a very good map for them. And I wonder what 100 Thieves are going to be bringing out here against them to try and take them out.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing to look at is what the analyst desk set up, which is that there is just huge amounts more of that initiator utility available for
What was that?
Thieves. What we saw them do was trying to pick timings to fight really aggressively on defense. They were trying to overwhelm Leviathan when we saw them play earlier, and Sen have got to be aware of those kind of setups. I mean, they had a haunt, crazy nade setup over towards A. And in this pistol round, Zekken, on the attack side, doesn't appear to be afraid of anything. He's just taking it completely on his own.
3 players to meet him. So close now with the utilities. Tucked to the corner!
Oh.
Right click, blessed with it.
Going 1 for 1, and in the meantime, Cryo, defending B Heaven, didn't realize that that was where the entirety of Sentinels were. He got overwhelmed.
I like this from EU. He's, oh my goodness, okay, forget about EU. Yasna, he's right behind them, hot on their tail. EU though, into B main.
They've planted
that prior. Oh, and Asna's just, I mean, fearless is the word to use.
And the rest of the team's just abandoned tens.
Yep, just running them down, Asna. He does not care. Seeking out his players methodically, one at a time. Vulnerable. Celsius, needed out position, but nobody's watching this one. I mean, getting hectic into it. So, 2 versus 2 is what it returned to now, 40 seconds. Suddenly ticking down.
Come on.
Contacting forward. Sen
Let's
just
go.
pull it out from the bloody break.
Let's go.
100 Thieves letting that one slip away, though. I mean, once they had Sentinels on the run, chasing Sassy out of B Heaven, hitting tens when he was going for the plant, they then just allowed Celsius a free kill onto Asuna, and then they decide to go for a reclear even though the spike is dropped and they could just be playing on site with crossfires. Questionable decision-making there to lose the pistol round, I think. Sen get away with it. Now, this is the kind of setup over towards A
100 Thieves
that you've got
through
to be
the round.
aware of. When there's a double initiator and the raise here, they can put crazy pressure onto John QT. And you know when the Cypher's there because you can see the cages being thrown over the roofs.
Walking forwards though. Molly missing from Bang just to try and stop them in their tracks. You can hear it now. Being threatened. That was clear, and it's classic.
Wow.
Instantly getting it. Through the wall here. Damage done. Paranoia. Blinded up and enough to collect the kills up.
A bold plant again, but this time not punished.
One enemy
Boostio
remaining.
just tried to get into B Heaven and gets cut down.
So a strong beginning for Sentinels. Their attack side.
But at the same time, not the most coordinated play that we've seen. They did struggle with their attack side, I think, the most out of the 2 sides that they played against Loud. And so far, I mean, again, the like pathing from Zekken there, not quite checking pillar, some of the chaos in the pistol. there are definitely opportunities for 100 Thieves to punish that kind of stuff once they have the rifles online.
Okay. No, this is no.
In
Yeah,
particular, the A side of the map is going to be really dangerous for Sentinels to try to play because they don't have enough utility to be able to counter what 100 Thieves are playing with over there. The Gecko Fade and Raise is nuts. You can use it for re-clears over towards A-Ramp. You can use it to fight at the beginning of the round. Sen look like they're going to try to take A-Ramp control, perhaps with the dog at the beginning.
Usually quite slow though off the rip, their attack side. Balance here and split. Into the cage, that's a unique way to try and take it.
Thinking about getting the punish on someone who was playing aggressively there. No one's quite home.
Dog.
That was close.
Yep.
In the meanwhile, because they've drawn all of this presence towards A Heaven, both Initiators and the Rays, Zekken's got all the way deep up mid with Zelsis.
Going for this one here, flash and a peek for Zekken. Nade rebounds, nice from Boostio. But he does stand his ground, will he deliver? Additionally, it's EU from the side, the teammate. No bullets! That is treacherous. Drop down to 3 health. Knows where John QT is actually. He's got him locked right into place.
Pixel precise aim with that one. John's going to get the plan down, so additional funds for the rest of the team. But I don't see how he's winning this with a Spectre in a 1v3.
Round win is almost entirely out of his grasp. Look at it, funneling him right into their trap. It's EU with 4. Nice ult built up.
Okay. Was it the bonus problem? They could have played that better.
Thing to keep an eye on as well, because the 100 Thieves composition, not only has it got really good initiator utility, but also the ultimates that it's got available. Pretty huge. This round though, just coming down to defending that Viper wall, just drawing a line in the sand and saying, no, we are going to brawl if they step past here.
What the fuck? Oh, I had to say wow.
You're screaming vamos towards the end there as well. So 100 T, they are actually investing into this. They're not choosing to play this as a bonus. Boostio's gone for the judge. Banger's bought himself a rifle.
Vamos.
That is an awful one. It's covered by Sassy. 100 Thieves just waiting for the cam to be broken, or at least the opposing side. John QT's.
Oh, he's out. Okay, good.
Now the ult online with that orb. Flash broken. Spotting these players out. It's 2. And testing them out towards ramp. John QT. Fast with the timing here. Look at this guy.
Yeah, he's so deep on the lurk.
Deep underneath them.
Meanwhile, the rest of the team is going through B Heaven, so there's 2 silent plays working on at the same time. The only noise is the sky in mid.
So many unknowns right now for 100 Thieves. They have lost control of the map. Information is king in situations like this. It's the call to be made.
This is funny, bro. It feels like all of them are just gonna walk around next to each. Oh.
It's a bit of a timing play. Double jump down into vent just to make sure, in case there was a player in there, they would be able to get the trade.
Let's see.
Oh,
and they spotted. There's some info. So through, almost landing it with the stray bullets here.
30 seconds left.
Why not? Wingman sent flying. There's another player sitting close deep. Zelsis.
The lurks on lurks.
Yeah. This is why it's dangerous to lose control of the map in that way and inform 2 players playing close to the site here. Dropping down now. Bang and Boostio against the world. Leave it to just Boostio. That is snappy. That is clean, but can he do even more?
Okay.
Answer is no. 3-1 for Sentinels, their attack side. Looking good winning that gun round.
Because 100 Thieves wants to group up and use comboed utility, I think dropping pauses into the round like this is going to be really important for Sentinels on their attack. The more you can make it difficult for 100 Thieves to find those good timings to use defensive utility, the better it's going to be.
Yeah.
Now, of course, contacting around the map comes with its own dangers. You're going to be walking into maybe an operator, players on off angles, trap plays that you didn't realize. But there is a strength to that.
punishable potentially, but no swing. The dog connects. They have great start onto Bang. No stopper even being invested into this one. Still feeling like there's some danger, and danger there is. He used there with a rifle. Nice connection. Ice. One of these players out, but the sight is gained for them. Boostio still tucked towards mid. QT just wants to give this one up. Prowler. Chasing him down. So Heaven in control here for 100 Thieves. Nade's still there. In fact, a showstopper of their own. Asuna.
They're gonna expect this, no?
Seek to offload it. No, he doesn't clear it. Boostio's there. And he's down and out.
Okay.
Tens.
Okay.
Just drops both of them.
So they navigate a fairly dangerous eco round again.
For one, let's go.
John Cutie just acting as the utility sponge,
Pause.
throwing out all of that initiated
Pause.
utility.
Time to paint. Time to paint.
Boostio chased him around the map.
Next level. Orange.
Could have seen Asuna go for that with the showstopper. Think about the way that Evil Geniuses was playing last year when they won Champions. They would send those ults on
It's
eco
called
rounds.
Ala Orange.
When they thought they might be able to turn it into their advantage,
And it's
they would
not.
go for it. That time, 100 Thieves playing with a little more caution, just making sure that they have that ultimate up for the next. And actually, the showstopper is one of the most important ults to work around for Sentinels here. So this time, I'll give them pause for thought. Because Asuna is often going to use his showstopper to punish, for example, the dog being used up ramp. If he hears that dog, he can blast back out and try to get a kill on somebody over there. And that can be used in various different places around the map. But
grants you that luxury, right? You can play a lot more aggressive, tight corners, because you're not worried about the stun as much.
Yeah, and you're going to super try to punish people who are static in those spots.
Yeah, let's go.
It's timeout coming.
Okay, that doesn't look like a
Really
green apple,
important
honestly.
pivot round. If 100 Thieves
That
lose
looks
this, their
weird.
economy is in shambles. Sentinels have already built up such a buffer.
98%.
And this was actually the half where
Let's go.
100 Thieves were having enormous amounts of success against
Oh,
level 5,
wow.
just punishing them. But Lev running the breach and the Sova didn't really have people willing to take the fights. Second is so happy to do that. Tens is super happy to do that.
Oh, yeah. Like to get stuck in. Reward themselves with a couple of picks here, but now half of the course here with Sentinels. We know what to expect their attack side rounds. They like to go slow, beginning in jump spot here. Asuna chasing them down.
In the meantime, this walkout through B main.
Oh, and Cryo's fallen. With him down here, the Heaven players now have got to really worry about this one with Zelsis dropped. Evened out 4 versus 4 here, but the site is now theirs. And Tens needs a little bit more. John QT causing all sorts of problems, just pricking them from behind.
Oh, no.
What a rocket!
Oh.
Asuna straight down into sewers. He's left it. Just 2 alive now, grouped up, side by side, holding hands. Sentinels
Come on, brothers.
seeking to do the
You got
most
this.
here, but Thrash is going to be clearing out most of the site. Staircase still being held here by Bang. Lovely angle for it. At this point, there's not too much that Zekin can do. He's just eating all sorts of bullets, raining down onto him. And there's a defuse for 100 Thieves. So
3 people
being
shot at
utilized there to
Fat
really
guy.
great effect.
Fat guy.
Yeah, great
2
play
points,
from
2
100
close.
Thieves,
Get
but they
like
did
3 more
have to
rounds.
use
Come on,
those
continue.
2 big ultimates in the round. And that's the silver lining for Sentinels, is that they haven't had a broken economy there. And this play in LB main did work. That Viper lineup, oh yeah, he just got caught there trying to pick the orb back up. But that Viper orb lineup is so powerful. You'll sometimes see teams default their wall towards B to threaten lurk plays out there, but that Viper orb that I think Zest came up with from old DRX. It's so good.
Largely to threaten the B anchoring players if they're not careful for it. Here we go,
Ooh.
explosive. Right up top, second. Okay.
He wants to reclaim that title as the top raise in the match.
He really does. There was a TP from Tens as well in the meantime. Ult expended and bang, he did win that fight out. So
very reminiscent of what they were doing on Lotus, actually. Just sending Zekin and Tens in. Those Tens teleports, that I don't think they were really
the
ever fully
defender
value,
that-
and that's another one that gets shut down. It's going to make this round more difficult. Trying to mid-round without smokes, that's got to be about one of the most difficult things that you could ask. But they do still have this Viper set up on B, and I think Boostio's got the read on it.
Oh, great gamble. Great read, like you said. No smokes, the only ones being pre-placed. That's the Viper one, so they think, okay, make our way over towards B. 100 Thieves ready to receive. And this could be a bloodbath. Nightfall here as the Utah comes out. The damage Definitely been done
Okay.
straight through the wall though. That
Still
second,
does
you
the
can't hear anything
okay,
at all.
sure.
Cut into the corner, bang, taking slices out of them, and he right behind him.
What a read from 100 Thieves.
Too close.
Every single player
Hate this.
ready for that hit when Sentinels had not made a single piece of noise.
Great call.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the gamble of a lifetime. Super well played. We didn't quite see it from 10's POV as to why he committed on that ultimate, but really put his team in a bad position. Ziggs will be happy if they make gambles that pay off like that.
Keeping themselves alive when it comes to the economy. Been healthy buys. Now it's Sentinels with the back foot of the economy. If they lose this round, they're going to be knocked down. All likelihood. Spots. Anybody seen? Waiting. Maximize the use of that molly. Let's rip now as soon as he hears the dog. A boom ball.
Come on, Sentinels.
And generally, 100 Thieves have been following the noise. You see EU start to get pulled away into B heaven. They're expecting this to be some kind of B split, and Asana's already calling for a re-clear of B main by the look of things. Trying to bring Cryo with him. That is on the exact opposite side of the map to where the actual action is.
Close to Flowers. Not getting cleared. I don't know if that molly was intended for him. Only the one though.
Nice attempt at the discipline.
Respect it. Open sight for the pit.
Tens is in this smoke in heaven.
And he gets the reward. That is nasty stuff. All the more difficult. And the decision has been made for them, really. 100 Thieves can't attempt to take this one. They back away with a rifle that they can have.
Come on.
Sentinels, round win.
These all they get.
Yeah. And I really think a large part of that round is that 100 Thieves chose that mid-round timing to try to pull people away from mid and instead go to explore B main, trying to gather information. And Sen calling the freeze, slowly contacting over back towards A, just found the gap. And we just seen a round from 100 Thieves where they gambled perfectly and won because of it. That's the other side. Double-edged sword if you're going to play a bit like that.
What a time to do it. 4 players surviving for Sentinels. If they lost that round, like we said, the economy would have been broken. They can live to fight another day.
One of my cameras is broken.
Same case here for 100 Thieves. Should be, potentially.
Yeah, things are starting to get a little tender, though, for the 100 Thieves economy. And both of these teams, back and forth, does put a lot of strain on your ability to be able to buy up.
Cover going out.
I think 100 Thieves are really struggling to get information and deny this Viper setup. Cryo's just basically having to sit there and babysit B main the entire round.
Just relegated to jump spot, isn't he?
Yeah, and that's the problem with not having a Cypher in the composition. Big strength of 100 Thieves comp is that they have that double initiator that the desk was talking about. It's awesome. You don't also have the Cypher to give you really good info during the round.
Present shown here. Flash. And the dog committed through a ramp. He gets spotted by 100 Thieves players. EU's going to be seeing this one, and that does allow John QT up into this angle. Jump spot, damage through the box. Not enough for the kill.
Double jump spots over towards A, and John QT's now pushed them both off their respective angles. Not that that's pulled anybody over just yet, but that's the idea. Sen are hoping that they can make it easier to walk through on this B split. Wow, what a punish that is. All of these 100 Thieves players having to jump spot because they don't have that info and getting smacked.
And now they go, Asana close to the choke. There was a volley in the hands of Celsius, hands him an easy one. Cryo still dodging, juking, not enough, not enough. Sentinels right in their faces.
2-4, one of them is
really
lost.
tough situation.
They want to fight this, they want to fight this, they want to fight this. Boostio. He shut down instantly, and like you said, Josh, it's a tough situation. Reveals the 2. Sees the reposition, lined up entirely, but it is that crossfire. No way! EU brings it to the 1v1. It will be a monstrous.
No, what?
It is.
Nah.
Disgusting work by EU.
What?
Insane performance. How has he managed to pull that one out?
I I was really shocked at the call there. Boostio and EU committing into that when they had that player disadvantage, but
One enemy remaining.
holy, does it work out when he's playing like that? Masterful.
That's a fantastic clutch up there. Playing at the camera, that might have just saved his team. Because that was an eco swing round. 100 Thieves would have had to be on some kind of broken buy. Look what it means to them. It's an elimination map, and now we see 100 Thieves with this fight out towards A, trying to catch anybody that might be defaulting for ramp control. John's going to feed this info to the rest of the squad, but they don't immediately react into B. They make sure that they're set up for it first.
And then setting up for it. It's that rocket bang.
That did so much damage.
Oh my goodness, but no kill claims. Damage, straight bullets. Sent flying from QT. How was he already there? This is ridiculous. Essentially TP straight into the fray. One player up into heaven. Up Boostio.
Ooh, nice.
Adjustments. All their detainment. Is it online? John
Yeah.
QT, the savior. But Boostio.
John Cutie got mad there. He got mad.
What a pace
Yeah,
increase from
man.
Sentinels, but not rushing things as well. John knew that they were fighting super heavily over main. Sentinels had the right protocol, but they made sure that they were set up to go for the exec, increase the tempo, and punish these players. John slipped through there, didn't he?
He did.
And he looks very clean with the shooting.
My God.
The work that I put for you, I was putting in work.
He is. This is it down to the half by Asana.
Wait, how did that hit him? What hit him?
Really wide face, pulls out the paranoia, but this is 100 Thieves, like you said. And a knockdown
Oh.
by
Boostio's been hitting every shot.
Guy is on one right now. Middle, now being called. Seekers there through them, but no. Scaling into the site, they are meeting them. This is a hard rotation. 100 Thieves, what a time to do this. Pull this one out when the weapons are weakest, and it's only up to Sassy.
What the fuck? Again an eco?
Fragile is his placement. And a thrifty round. I mean, I was about to start discussing heartbreak for 100 Thieves. After all that talk of economy to broken buy, but it matters not.
And what a play from them as well. They cooked up a fake aggression towards A. Asuna swings at the very start to make it feel like they're fighting A. Instead, they walk down mid. Boostio hits a great shot. His individual skills been nuts. And then they read the fact that there's a response on A and swarm around the rest of these players trying to react. Super mobile, really dynamic.
Oh my God, this
and
game's
very
gonna be
confident from 100
intense.
Thieves.
Excellent call.
That puts a thrifty on the board. And it's anybody's guess who's going to lead at the half, or whether we're going to have a draw.
Not the rifles. B main. Game for Zelsis. Has he spotted? No, I mean, he's pre-firing it just in case. I believe there's a jump spot. Yeah, he doesn't know. Cryo has been playing into that back corner. He's alone, he's spamming this. Calls for rotations, and here it is. Cryo just takes the fight.
In the open?
It's one of the first times that Cryo has found an advantage by holding like that in B main. Usually finding himself caught out a little, but that is huge for 100 Thieves.
Massive one. It's going to be called now.
This is a fake reaction on the other side. But to be honest with you, when they find the A site empty, they might decide to call for 10s over.
Yeah, and he's got the spike in his hand, so they are going to hard commit into this one with the forward positions gained.
I feel like 100 Thieves
Sassy is an important piece here to stay alive. What a kill. Zekken will not get out alive. It's a good return of fire. Boostio is firing on all cylinders, but
Sassy, let's
finally
go.
will fall.
Oh, John Cutie.
All the way behind. They are none the wiser, but only just the one. Asuna forcing his attention forwards. They want to try and take this fight straight to the site, onto these players, seeking them out, all the way to the back. A map to spam kills, all the way. Tens is really finding it difficult, and he does fall. 2v2, planted potentially. I don't know for heaven, it's in the smoke. Spam here, Asuna sticky! Oh my!
Oh, they won the round.
Set to walk away with it.
Okay.
7-5.
Switching sides.
That one was so incredibly close to going the other way. What a half this has been. The other two maps are very streaky, very one-sided. This back and forth constantly. With huge moments from the 100 Thieves players. EU, monster clutch, Boostio firing on all cylinders. And yet Sentinels still leading 7-5 at the half with John calling a masterclass.
Yeah, So tight between these two teams. Well, Liz is standing by with Kelly and Tina, the parents of Bustio and Bang. Let's hear from them.
Thank you so much, Brennan Sideshow. Now, while this game is very, very, very tight, it's more than just a game. There are families and emotions behind this. I'm here with Tina and Kelly, Bustio's mother and Bang's mother. I have a little Bustio poster made by you in here. All these posters. What is it like being here in an elimination match with all of this pressure and all these supporters here for 100 Thieves and Sentinels as well?
Make me cry. I love all you guys. You're everything to me. I love you guys.
You're everything to us. Now, Tina, I have to ask you, how have you seen your son grow in the time that he has been a professional player?
I've seen him grow tremendously. There isn't a day that goes by that I'm not super proud of everything he's accomplished. He is
oh my God, there's too much
absolutely the most committed, devoted player, and we just love him.
You're gonna make me cry. I can't. That's crazy. Now, if your sons were listening right now, what would you say to them very quickly?
I love all you guys.
We love all of you. We love the fans. We love everyone here. Kelly and I are very emotional, so we spend time in the evenings. We watch our boys stream, and we cry tears of happiness because we're so proud. And nothing makes us happier than to be here to support them.
This just made my entire day, everyone. What a wonderful halftime interview. But we have a very tight game to get back to. So Bren and Sideshow, please take this very tight game back.
I mean, 100 Thieves going to be earning a few more fans after that. That's, yeah, I mean, so wholesome.
But that also shows you how much is on the line. I mean, just for everybody involved too. There's pride, but
that's too much. That's felt like it was the finals.
Oh,
but it is.
Thieves do end up
They're gonna get destroyed.
Again, these guys, they put
wow,
everything
that's
into
what he
it.
said.
All the players on both sides.
That's what he said.
We've already seen 2 teams globally get eliminated from contention in Madrid. And the rest of this map is going to define the third. You don't play until April. If you end up getting eliminated here, that's such a time to be sat twiddling your thumbs.
In the right time to strike. Bit of presence into mid by 100 Thieves. Pass that here. Down to the minute mark, almost here, and now they're starting to walk their way over with the Viper Wall.
Tens is in this spot at Flower, holding a paranoia.
Mosh pit. I mean, that clears him. No?
He's into hell.
He's taking a ton of damage, but he's going to be using the paranoia for it.
He's also just smoked himself in hell.
Really being plucked apart piece by piece. 100 Thieves might be gaining exactly what they need.
Oh,
and yes, overstepping themselves here by Sentinels on their defense side. Critical pistol round for 100 Thieves. Sent flying there with a spike. Oh boy, oh, the plan tonight.
Get him gone.
Oh no, oh no, 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 no,
Oh.
no, this could be a disaster.
30 seconds left.
Spike. In the middle of nowhere, John QT still tucked to the corner, but plenty of players left standing. 100 Thieves now swarming onto the site. Teva, sure there was a connection. Tripwire, all grouped up, damage done, but eventually the reaction. Cryo, he turns around. John QT is weak enough. One shot will do it. The damage there. 12 seconds remaining. Seeks to deny. Oh my! 10 health. Still kicking, by the way. Now EU has to stick it.
Spike planted.
Gets back into it. 1 versus 1. One single shot. 3 bullets. Wrap around. Cryo. Are they going to expect this one? And who's being planted for? John does not know what to expect. Spots it. Him. No way. And he knows it's not really planted for him. Hasn't pushed up. A tap. The game of chicken is being played all for the pistol line. All on the line.
No. No.
The little jiggle that doesn't even bait a shot out of John QT. Cryo still has to go for the swing, and yet hits the shot. That was anybody's. Even after Sentinels' original game plan had been so disrupted, they had their chances of being able to win that round, but it's 100 Thieves that come out. On top on the pistol, set up to try to equalize
Oh my God, this is getting too
final
intense.
deciding map between the two orgs.
What a
6-7
way for this
now.
final map to play out in our elimination game.
Some attempt at a trap play here in mid.
Find you.
Looking to paranoia off the cams contact, but there is nobody in that
What are they
area,
cheering
in
for?
the
Nothing happened.
slightest for 100 Thieves. They've managed to avoid basically all of the danger in this round by the look of things.
Hear the noise being made. Smoke was dropped. Cryo's job here just to see if he can spot any players, get some additional info, because 100 Thieves, they don't want to commit into us just in case there is a stack on A.
As soon as the boombot's online and the Viper wall drops, though, they're going to be able to take A under control.
That is with the Dizzy. Additional layers on top.
Worth keeping an eye on trap plays like that, though, because that's something that's very possible for Sentinels to put together with the Cypher in their
Oh.
Here's the contestant. Yeah, EU. Definitely feeling sharp with this one. Sure they got all the angles covered. Tepper. Oh my, Cryo. Pincer in them.
7-all.
Cleans house. So 100 Thieves get
I
up
like
to
this.
7. Gonna have slightly worse weaponry in the bonus round. Have they got some kind of big idea cooked up? On Bind, we saw them comboing their utility together really heavily to try to take the sites. But throwing in a little bit of that defaulting at the start just to disguise where they were ending. The beginning of this, real big emphasis towards B main right here.
Your players stacked to skirmish. Developing, bubbling, brewing. Smoke dropped down, potentially a recall. The Thieves are the winners this time. They're going to be granted that one. So, Satchel through. Spots it out, actually. Just hits the corner of it. This is an easy one for Sassy.
A really good snake fight as well from Celsius. Tens is always going to be going for something a little unorthodox. But they held that back.
That's a good
nicely.
TP actually.
Good rifling from Sassy, good support utility from Celsius. And now
If they didn't hear it.
Around the world ping pong.
If they heard it,
Back
then
over towards A.
yeah.
Now for them. Yeah.
It's just an angle to
ping
play.
pong, but none of that prior map control gain. They didn't have somebody lurking up A.
They're not going to get punished by that. There's nobody playing too aggressively, but there's still these 2 trips here.
John's position. Spotted. Is he there? Peek with the cage. Maybe a couple of stray shots might be in order. Boombot, another plan. Up to it. Missing the timing of all of this. Well,
Oh,
Bustio.
okay, luckily
Right up in
Sassy
their
was
faces,
there.
isn't he? Wrapped around here onto heaven. It's all Cryo.
My ult's ready.
Backs away now. Doesn't want to overextend his hand. It's still a 2v3. Definitely winnable. Wall committed. Slices up the map in a very unusual way here. Bang. Still got to worry about lots of different angles. Tux is going to be hearing them drop down now. Making that information known. Bang. Weaving in and out backwards here. Celsius unable to get the half on a defuse. That's the pull, the benefit of all of this. Vulnerable. No, how does he win that? And now the wall working against him in his face. Cryo. That.
Oh no, what are you doing?
He's just bulldozed his way into the spike.
What was that?
Mowing down 2 of them. And Tens, in desperation with time ticking low, thinks about playing to his outs, which is, I guess I just gotta go for it.
What? This was previous round.
Monstrous round from Cryo.
Where were both of them crouched?
So many kills in the previous round on the pistol that he was able to get up a Cosmic Divide that caused chaos.
Yeah.
And then somehow wins that.
This knocks Sen right back down again. Talking the economy to death, but it is important. 100 Thieves winning that bonus. Set up for success now.
Paranoia, though, being held by Tens here.
Yeah, and here's a refight all the way together here, but do they have the guns for it? Yes, straight to the dome. Boostio removed, the spike drop down as on top of this one.
Oh!
Second! He pushed out a main! That is filthy work here, only with the classic, and they have swarmed the position. Relentless! Running and gunning. Cryo, he's not taking his time of it. They have just answered back instantaneously.
Yes.
What are we watching, man?
Tens has been trying to set up one of those Paranoia trap plays for quite a number of rounds now. Had it prepped in round 13 and 14. Neither of those worked, but this time, that push out from second.
Oh my.
That is just bonkers. What a response. There are hero plays and trap plays, set plays and big plays all over in this series.
See how much that meant for Kaplan. He realized how big that round was. Could have been the difference between 100 Thieves taking that lead and running away with it.
Come
You
on,
think Cryo was playing the previous
win
round.
this.
That can sometimes just win you matches like this.
and it's instantly been knocked on its head. Thrash through now, plenty of trips to deal with. Be tying and tangling him up, sent flying into the back of the site. Plenty of players to reinforce here. Sen. Got a bunker down here.
Oh,
One of the hatches.
someone's gonna die here.
Still the plan's going, oh,
They're just jumping around, going around. Okay, okay.
Couldn't see a thing now. This is really getting treacherous. Second.
Why is he sticking it?
The closer positions is really just being synced out, sorted out.
Okay. 2v1. Felix Sassy dies here. 3, 2, 1 deaths.
Tap onto this one, so pushes him away, buys him some critical seconds, but he doesn't have a gun for the job. Somehow removed and away.
Luckily, the smoke left. I almost lost that one again.
But man, oh man, it gets so damn dicey.
You can see some of the nerves and some of the pressure playing into these games. I mean, Zekken is flying around the map to try to follow up on this flash. And then on the other side of things, Asana's going deep the other way to put pressure onto TenZ. Carnage in these rounds. And Cryo just trying to pick up the pieces towards the end, couldn't quite do it this time.
This is too intense.
All of this madness from the beginning of the attack half of 100 Thieves, though, should start to quiet down now. There is an enormous economy and ult advantage.
Wait, again?
They are favored to pull ahead here by 2
Again,
rounds.
they are, like, I didn't see all of them, but Cryo has Sheriff again.
The ecos have been seeing
Oh,
too
oh.
much still. I'll make it a little bit easier. Scared of the approach here. Where is that rocket being used?
Jeez.
Straight through main.
That's a heavy investment when they were in a 5v4.
Can you blame him? Against these ecos?
Not really.
Chunky gets a kill here, bro.
In a punishable spot here.
Yeah.
Oh, 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 oh.
Take my breath away, John.
Against a Dizzy, that is sometimes going to be a non and done. Never mind a one and done.
He killed 4, he just did 4, he got 4. He got the head of the Dizzy. Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
not an eco, but I mean, look at this. The reactions adjusted aside, the transfer, the final tap. Surgical.
And that takes any kind of danger out of the eco round for 100 Thieves. So we're getting back to an even position. Ults on both sides, rifles on both sides, but a 2-round advantage for Sentinels on defensive split. The pressure is on 100 Thieves right now. You don't want to let the moms down. And Asana was an absolute beast on Bind. I think the big difference maker between the performances on map 1 and map 2, a lot of it came down to how Asana was following up off utility and finding his own timings. He's got to come up huge here towards the end. I think being the tip of the spear in all of
They have
these
a buy
fights,
now,
the
and
fact he has
it's
the showstopper online for this
after
pivotal
timeout.
eco
Let's see what
round.
they do.
My eyes are on him. How does his team set him up? How does he entry? How does he find the timings?
Because it's needed now. Only 2 rounds ahead for Sentinels, but this can steadily, very quickly get out of hand.
Both of these fan bases knew despair last year. It really was. It was Doomer times for both. And for whichever team ends up getting eliminated here, it's going to be a long time until they see their team play again. None of these players want that.
Running 2 for Nail. Busy.
There.
Down to the side, no connections. Evanade combo. Try and punish some potential read of maybe where Zelsis has been playing in the past, but doesn't get anything. Util use. They hear the orb's been picked up.
Right there.
Zelsis. Smokes in their face though. 100 Thieves, they can't cross that line of scrimmage.
Ready. Right there.
Maybe now though with a Util.
That's way too much for Zekken to try to handle. The wingman combo with the Prowler, very difficult to work around. And Boostio's going to be able to get back in here. Pick up his orbs.
So much util together they used.
A slower pace to this one from 100 Thieves.
Zekken's got to be feeling like he's isolated here. Knows that mid has been compromised. Going to be called out to him. He was hoping he could just set his sights only onto ramp, and now backs away. The heaven. 3 players still here. TP information.
I think that's good info.
Yeah.
And it's immediately going to trigger 100 Thieves to make a ping pong across the map. This is going to end. No? A cancel to that. Thieves were
35.
thinking about going for the B split.
Time is running out. It's an old committed. They're trying to at least pull players over here, but it's just pulled out the pit. A lot of players still swarming the position. Oh, hey, yeah, it's working.
There's no one here.
The side. Maybe cancelling his back. Sassy.
Ooh.
Kind of read as this guy got. He's worked his way back into elbow, holding down the fort. Out to the side here, the flash to connect.
Come on, Sassy, get it.
He is down. Everyone following up. Spike is
Yeah, let's go.
Players left. 100 Thieves.
That's not down. Yeah. Sassy just ran and killed the guy coming out of the smoke.
On bind, we
Crazy.
saw one of these rounds called by Boostio that ended up being the difference maker that pushed them ahead and pulled them out to a win. It started that ult cycle, it started the snowball. And here, the call was great. They were going to go for a B split, turned it into a B fake, and then somehow Sassy was able to pick up everybody. He just swung through the smoke, deleted, I think it was Bang the first player, and suddenly there are too many threats on the A site.
Yo, Koshi, what's up?
To run away with it. Still a chance for 100 Thieves, of course. But the guns, few and far between with the Guardian, the Bulldog, in the hands of just Boostio and Bang.
Game over. So this guy's using all his emojis. It's not game over. I mean, it could be 8-11. I want Sentinels to win.
Big control still being called for them. And an assortment of bullets, no connections for Zelsis. Holds a further back position still, contacting, but the cam will catch it. Now they know. Players are there. Zelsis. Orthodox with the jump spot.
Sentinels need to get some information somewhere else in the map, so Tens is peeking towards the map.
Zelsis can die. Oh, it is not making sound when he's doing that jump. That's why he's crowd jumping. You play better than them. Yeah, I know.
Could be pushing up behind that.
Obviously.
Is this going to be another fake, like a nightfall into A heaven and then quickly pivot B?
Noise made, jump down, seconds holding it. Just with
Oh,
the
he's gonna ult here.
onto the ropes, popping up and over the nightfall.
Oh, wait.
Can't really hear them, but he knows exactly where they might be placed.
Did he hear it last second?
To be heaven, the fake off might not be working
Nice
here
one.
at all. John QT still locked down into the
Oh,
corner.
not this time.
Cleans him up, cuts him out of the
What's
picture.
it?
The B plant.
4v4.
Really coming through here in 103s. Critically, they have the post plant positions onto heaven. Mosh pit.
Oh, this is not a good position.
Out of there, and he does survive.
Oh, what a play.
Kill. 2 players left.
Yo.
They're mopping them up. In the midst of it. Pandemonium in the round. Bang.
Okay, will bangs.
One player
Plus this out.
standing. He's got the pit, but no more.
Yeah, he has the pet.
Multiple players swarming the position.
One. Oh, okay.
They just follow true.
12-8. Let's go. You can't throw this.
Get to 12.
They were 11-8 or something against Loud on this map, and they lost after that. They can't do that again.
Has the big impact here. Look at the timing. Just peeked away. And of course, that kill onto Asuna is enormous too. But Sassy was under enormous amounts of pressure. He had a mosh pit at his feet and still managed to pick off EU, who would have been a backstab to try to help 100 Thieves win. There are micro moments in this
Sassy clutching it off.
that are making all the difference.
One more round.
Tens has picked up an operator for the final round. He's got a rifle as well, one would assume.
Tens with an op.
Same play at the beginning, 100 Thieves.
An Omen.
Doing this one a lot.
It's playable.
It's a mid take. But all these close rounds, I mean, it's just.
Ooh, playing my position. He played running away every other round, and this round he just came here. You think they're gonna expect?
For 100 Thieves to do.
I think the ult misses him and just keeps going.
This is such a committed.
Boost your gonna ult now. Get called.
Against a Thrash, Boombot, Dizzy.
Oh, and here it is. Someone needs to
Does
deal
it check?
with
It doesn't
this.
check.
Doesn't clear him. The Boombot doesn't either. Perfect time to strike. Molly at their feet. They sneak the capitalize. Celsius.
Oh, it caught Zekin, but no point.
Make their way through B main. It's all Sentinels.
4v2. Yo, how did he miss that?
Up in their faces. 2v3s maybe made this winnable. There's a chance. They've really got to capitalize. Seekers right behind them, chasing. Hot on the heels. Spams down only to one of them. It's going to be pointing them in the right direction. Players towards
See?
the 35 seconds left. And here's where you got to get a move on. Only one player to meet them is Sassy.
30 seconds left.
Tuck close now. Anything to clear him out? Not really too much util at all. 25 seconds left. How do they want to take this 100 Thieves?
They check Sassy, that is...
Drop down themselves. Eye into the back of the site.
Oh.
And he gets the kill. That could be it.
Flash, yep. Another, yep. And peak. Yep. 100 Thieves is out. The Sentinels with Leviathan and Loud.
All roads lead to this titanic matchup between these two squads, retooled with a cultural shift in the off-season, but it's Sen that come out on top.
They have to beat Leviathan.
They won a map in each of the series that they ended up going out in, but we won't see them for quite a while. Unbelievably difficult group, and both of these teams gave it everything today.
Really did. It's gonna be a heartbreaking
What a game.
situation for 100 Thieves.
But I mean, what a monstrous performance from individuals on Sentinels. Zek and map 1 and map 3 looked sublime, and Sassy, towards the end of Split, pulled everything out when it mattered. Putting on a Sadak performance.
Sadak
Just decided to win.
Nice setup though. Yep, great setup.
2-1 is the victory here for Sentinels. Earn their right to continue deeper.
Wait, whom are you saying nice setup? To me?
Take a bow, well deserved.
This one. Look at this. I got Prime Cherry Freeze, it's the latest Prime. This white part on top, it gets blue when it has cold liquid in it, and when it doesn't have, it gets white. I think you can only find this in America, not even in UK. I mean, you can find it in UK, but it'll be like super rare. In America, it's nothing as rare. You can get all of them.
Yeah, just insanity.
And this one, I mean, enormous plays, big moments, but just couldn't quite get it done towards the end.
Oh, this one.
Was completely tied up, anybody's game, and Sen just pulled it off.
Running away with the tried and tested defensive setups on Split, yeah. That is just an absolutely unreal series here. Now, unfortunately, I have to say goodbye to 100 Thieves for that for the kickoff tournament. This portion, of course, listen, 100 Thieves fans, you have got the rest of the season to look forward to. Yeah. It's not over just yet, but that is their time and their path, I suppose, to Madrid is going to be cast a little bit early for them.
Everyone knew that it was going to be difficult in this group. It's an outrageously stacked group. But I actually think, considering how little time this team has had together with Bustio at the helm, they had some really good ideas.
I agree.
The Gecko fade, the meta idea, the way that they got more vigor
How do I
into
get
the
this
team
out
and
of
more
that?
aggression, they're on the right path.
Well, let's send it down to Elizabeth down at the stage. She's standing by with John QT for the Verizon
Let's
post-match
go.
interview.
I mean, can we get a round of applause for John QT on Sentinels? What a monstrous performance that was. I wish y'all at home could see just how intense this crowd is. And I mean, you tweeted earlier after you lost the other day, no failures, only delayed successes.
Oh.
This is a heck of a success, John.
Yeah, we felt like we kind of dropped the ball against Loud, and we worked so much this offseason and before this tournament. I felt like we didn't show our true face. We obviously have a very hard group, so it was a difficult first matchup for us. But I believe in the guys, and I knew we'd win this game. Yeah.
That's actually what my next question. The camaraderie you have with your teammates is visible across everything you do. Talk to me about leading those boys.
It's pretty easy to lead them. They make my job pretty easy. Everyone is a hard worker. Everyone has a goal in mind. Everyone is like laser focused since like months now. So it's pretty easy to lead the boys.
Now, does it get ever, like, do you ever get tired of being an insane fragging IGL, or is it just, you know, what is that about?
I mean, it's not a surprise for me. I work very hard to get here, and every day I work hard to work on my mechanics and everything else. So it's not a surprise for me. Maybe others are surprised, but it's regular.
Something I also want to talk to you about. I'm sorry, there's just so much screaming. Everyone's so hyped for you, and I want you to take this in. Everyone's keep it, bring it on. You deserve this. You fought your way through Ascension, lost in the finals, were away from Kaplan for a year while you were pretty much cooking on Amity, leading them, and now you're back with him. Talk to me about being back with Kaplan.
It's been great. We have a great relationship. Even when I was on Amity, we always talk like every week, every other day. We have a pretty good relationship. He's the one that got me to pro, so like he scouted me from ranked. So it's a very special relationship for sure, and it's been great. We get along well. It's easy to talk. I think I talked to him more than anyone in my life. So yeah, it's pretty.
It's the cutest thing I've ever heard. Now, one last thing. Your job is not done.
Yeah,
you still have an insane job to do. What are your thoughts about going into your next match, or would you like to say anything to your possible opponents?
We're taking it match by match. The format is obviously very difficult for everyone involved. I do believe 100 Thieves is a good team. It's just like at the group of death, so it is what it is. And yeah, we'll be ready for our loser bracket against Loud or Lev. Doesn't matter who. And
Doesn't matter who.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. I mean, when you have an IGL like John QT, it doesn't really matter, does it? No? Well, thank you so much. Give it up one more time. I know you've been screaming out for. Give it one
Thank you guys.
more time
Appreciate you.
for John QT. But then we're not. We have a little treat for you, Zelsis and Zekin in the post show. So friends, take it away. Double Z.
Thanks very much, Liz. I'm here with New Jersey's finest Zekin straight off that match win. How you feeling after your first win in Americas for 24?
Feeling good. It's good to get the first one on the year.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I pulled a round here from you guys' play, and I want to ask a few questions about it. Super tight OT match here that came down to, or not quite OT, but nearly that came down to the wire up against up against 100 Thieves. I want to ask in these moments, who's making the calls? Who's coming up with these ideas? Because I know you're a team with a lot of voices. This one in particular is around where you wrapped around into A Heaven. I want to ask, who's coming up with these pre-round ideas, and how does that come to be for Sen?
Usually pre-round, it's John making the call before the round starts, and then once we're in the setup, it's kind of just everyone around it kind of leads it. So it could be like Jordan calling to set it off. It could be me. It could be Tyson. But it's just kind of a group effort once we have the setup. But it's always John calling it at the start.
Talk to me about the coordination between you and Tense, because you two, it seems like, have a lot of plays together where he's setting you up on the Omen, or you're double entering into sites together. How does that work with the synergy between you two?
I think it's really nice. Omen and Raze both can get in, and it synergizes really well with both of us because we're both pretty aggressive, and it gives us a lot of opportunities to make plays.
All right, I want to watch this round in particular. You guys set up three in Heaven. You expect them to come A. Was the idea from the start to go for the double main?
Yeah.
What's going through your head?
What's going through my head is I want to nade once we see that they're up ramp. Tyson had his blind out. The only reason I went for the satchel is because they were blind. Once I saw that they were blind, that's when I decided I wanted to go for it.
And is that just off of Tense's call then, hearing that you're blind, that you commit to that?
I saw that they were blind when I threw my nade. So like in the little split second that I was throwing my nade, I saw two blind guys behind the box, and I was like, oh, I can go for this.
Do you feel like your team enables you to go for a lot of those kind of plays where you see a timing and just take the opportunity?
My team trusts me to be able to make these kinds of plays if I see that they're right, and I'm really glad that they trust me to do that because it gives me the freedom to do stuff like this.
Yeah. Is it something specific to when you're playing Raze? Is this like the agent that you feel the most free?
I think Raze and Jet, I guess, because of her dash, but just any agent that can move the way that these agents move, it gives me a lot of opportunities to be creative and kind of just do something cool like that.
Game over.
On the classic?
Right click and pray.
Shoot them and back their head is to you and they're blind?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty good. All right, let's walk over. We got Jordan standing by as well, Mr. Zelsis himself.
Oh my god, Zekin, how short is this
and
kid?
GB as well off that great game.
Yes, I am here as well. It is good to see you.
That's
Wonderful to have you here. Congratulations on the win. I mean, dude, you guys just seem to clutch up in adversity all the time, and I could tell from the demeanor, a little tired right now, a little drained a bit, huh? How you feeling?
It was a long series for sure. I think we really wanted this win. You know, like losing 2 series and just being out like the first tournament, I guess, like kickoff is like pretty demoralizing, honestly. Like I feel for 100 Thieves, like we could have been in the same position as them, but it feels good to win because I think we kind of fumbled against Loud. So yeah.
So you feel like the Loud loss was more you guys just dropping the ball than it was you guys being outplayed?
I mean, I've come on here once before and said Loud was win, so I'm not gonna do that again. But Loud definitely played good. You know, Sadhawk is always always innovating. No matter like the teammates he has or anything like that, like his teams are always like top tier. But I mean, I think we should have split and at least took it to a third map. Yeah.
No, it's completely fair.
But I love Loud and Brazil. I love all.
That's
He loves
good.
Loud. He loves Brazil. I love Loud and I love Brazil.
Guys, we love Brazil.
No, the allegation's not true. Just a lover of Brazil
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Really happy to
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Zach, I wanted to ask you, now playing with Zelsis Jordan permanently on the team, how does the vibe differ with him in the mix? Because everyone always talks about the energy he adds to a team.
I'm still a sub.
It's a lot worse.
Pancada has
Oh,
visa.
sorry.
Pancada just has visa issues. I'm still a sub.
That's fair.
You know,
That's fair.
Jordan's great to have.
You're
Definitely.
a great liar.
Okay.
Jordan's a good leader. He brings the energy up. It's just a really nice person to have on the team.
No, of course, of course. And by the way, guys, if you have a question, we're going to be monitoring Twitch chat, so make sure you get out there and let us know what you got. We want to hear from you. And second, I guess, you know, to that, right, you're coming into this, was there a little concern on your end that you might not be wearing this jersey coming into this season, or were you always really confident that you were going to be a part of this team and that you were going to, you know, be in the role that you're in right now?
I mean, I knew that I was going to be on the team this year. I knew I was going to be on Sen, but I didn't know that Jordan was going to be here. But.
Yeah, so did you know, like, the pieces that they were planning to bring in?
Not right away, but, like, the team slowly came together.
Yeah.
And we had a bunch of practice and some trials as well.
So you get told Zelsis is coming on board. What's your reaction?
Okay.
Just like, sick, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what's up.
I'm just here to play. Whoever I end up playing with, I play with. I'm just happy to be here.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, he's my young star, so however it makes him feel good, then I'm there for it.
I'm your
know?
biggest fan.
I'm your biggest fan.
Aw, qué lindo. Okay, but Zelsis, you have you've built quite a reputation for yourself in this league. You know, you're a vocal leader. You know, I mean, I always enjoy chatting with you. There's always something good to extract from what you bring to the team when you find out that you are going to be joining this roster as a sub, but you know, playing a little bit more. Were you ecstatic? Were you looking forward to being able to play with these guys, given what you've seen from them and also played against them too?
Yeah, I mean, I always want to compete. Like, I know it was a shock for some people when I took the sub role, but I always want to compete. Like, I'm a competitor. I mean, I think everyone on the team is nuts. Like, I played with Tens in LCQ like year and a half ago, whatever it was, 2 years ago. We were gonna pick Zekin up when he was just a young lad on V1. So it's kind of like just like all coming together. Obviously, you know, Saucy is an unreal player.
How's it playing with him?
You know, everyone, like, I'm like the quote unquote emotional leader, but he's like the dad, and I'm like the fun uncle.
Okay.
But when the dad gets like really pissed, you know how the uncle's always like, all right, everyone, like, calm down.
All right, kids.
Like,
all right.
dad's pissed. Like, yeah. So it's kind of like that, that like relationship. And then obviously Captain and Mean still rallied the troops. So I mean, it's just fun playing. Like, I always have fun no matter who I'm playing with, and yeah, it's always competitive.
I watched an interview with Stassi where he described you and Tens as the kids of the team, and that it was you two's job, being you, Zelsis, and Stassi, to kind of take care of the two. What's your relationship like with Tens after over a year of playing together now? How have you two kind of grown as a duo?
We've definitely gotten like closer both in and out of the game. I think like we hang out a lot outside of the game and we play a lot too. So I think it just adds to the whole like synergy that we have that people always talk about. I think it makes us a better duo overall.
No, completely fair, and it's very clear.
And we're the kids.
And it's very clear in how you guys play. There's a lot of trust that's being put on both of you. And with the change, with Tens kind of taking more of a support role, if you will, and you being, you know, the ace here, having to go in and make the plays happen, was there a little initial concern on your side? Like, oh boy, this is going to be a lot for me to take on, or you always felt confident given who you have behind you?
Definitely at the very start, I was like, this is going to be a tough job that I have to do, but
were you excited for it?
I was excited for it. Duelist is a fun role to play, and it was a learning process for sure at the start, but I eventually got more and more comfortable, and I feel like I'm at a really...
What was the thing you needed to learn?
How to op.
Ooh, and how you think that's going?
Great.
All right.
But yeah, no, I was just building comfort, and then obviously with the new guys that we brought in, building comfort with them too, and building synergy. It's just slowly getting better and better day by day.
Yeah.
Zelsis, how do you manage the voices in your team? Because you have John QT, who's a very vocal IGL. You have Sasu, who's secondary called for a lot of his teams, and you as well, who can pick up that role. How does it work behind the scenes with all the different voices fitting into this roster?
I mean, I think we have a good like thing where like if someone calls something, then we just kind of stick with that plan, like no matter what it is. You know, ape always stronger together in this game. But I mean, obviously John is like the actual IGL, so he either gets final say or, you know, he agrees or disagrees with a call, but usually pre-round, like Zach said before, it's always John, unless someone has like a hard read. But usually, yeah, it's like kind of like a team effort. Obviously, like I have a pretty strong voice in the team, like emotionally and everything else like that. But I think we're still trying to find like our dynamic of like what works for us. But yeah, we're still, I mean, we shown today like we still have it. We're good. We're not an off-season team. But
yeah, no. Well, we did get a question from Twitch chat. Geek Mind says, "Who is scarier, Leviathan or Loud?"
Zach, go ahead.
I would probably go Loud just because they have a core of 4 players who have been together for a very, very long time. Lev is still, they have a lot of superstars, obviously, but they're a new team and they're still developing. So I think for now it would be Loud, but we'll see.
Okay.
You agree?
Yeah, I think like Lev having Aspas is like obviously unreal. I know it's kind of like, you know, how will Loud do without him? But I think, you know, they showed against us that they're still a top contender. They still, you know, Sadok is still innovating the game with their comps and everything. So
it's in the suitcase, you know? Whatever's in there.
So I'd definitely go with Loud again. As I mean, I've never beat them, so I love Brazil.
Loves Brazil.
Yeah, but no, I'd go with Loud. Yeah.
Okay, we got another one from the chat. This is from Clutch Vibes. Will Zelsis go back to the buzz cut hair? Would you like to join me?
I'll join him.
Yeah.
If we make champs,
Tú también? You want to come on? You want to?
Not me.
Make
But he's got it.
Okay. We'll hold you to that. We've already gotten Demon 1 to.
Oh, dude.
He agreed to it too?
Yeah, Demon 1 got shaved on this
sensual
broadcast.
touch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Demon 1 did get his head
It
shaved
actually
on
happened
broadcast.
right here. You're on hallowed ground.
I mean, I guess I'm
You
next
could just
up.
do it right here.
I'm next up.
Yeah. Do we have a clipper in the match? All right. We got another question from the chat. How was the transition to smokes for 10s, and how did it affect the team? And I guess we'll start with you on that one because you played with him when he was, you know, assisting you in those like duelist roles as well as you guys were doing double duelists and stuff. How's it been for him?
I think it was a similar case to me where it's like something that takes a while to build comfort on and get used to. Definitely at the start it was kind of rough because, you know, he switches to a whole new role. It's tough to learn right away. But I think similarly he's gotten better day by day and now he's really good at it. And it's good to see how far he's come with it.
Yeah.
It shows. I want to turn a question to you specifically, Zelsis. On the internet, online, you're a silly little guy. You're out there making some ridiculous tweets, maybe getting fined once or twice in your day for some things. But how do you balance between that Zelsis and the guy who's the like serious emotional leader who's like lifting up his teammates? Is it one and the same, or how do you balance that tone when you're playing with your team?
I mean, obviously I'm the vibe merchant, right? But nah, I mean, it's just like a job, right? Like like we're playing video games, but it's a job. So it's like I use my stream and like my platform to kind of be a little silly, you know, not always serious. But with these guys, I mean, it's just like I'm playing a game with my boys, you know, competing. So it's just, I mean, I want to win. So as much as I have fun, I still want to win. And I think some people, you know, kind of forget that I'm still a player, and they just see me as a silly little guy. But I mean, that's fine. Like as long as my teammates believe in me and they know like what I can do, then I don't really care what people see me as.
No, they're completely understandable there. We got another one coming in here. Good one for the both of y'all. This is from Maz846. What's your practice routine? I am actually quite interested in this so that I can get better.
Like a general practice day for us?
How about like how do you warm up before a match?
Game day, yeah.
Game day, a lot of team deathmatch. I just play a bunch of team deathmatch right before
What's
the
your
match.
favorite TDM map?
Piazza.
Okay.
I hate Drift.
Yeah, Drift is.
But I love Piazza. Drift is tough.
Is
Love
Drift the
Piazza.
one with like the screens?
Drift is the one where you fight like mid.
It's just like
a lot.
Yeah. Okay, I hate that one too.
I am a terrible person who plays Omen. I throw a smoke down and I just wait. And I just try and farm as many kills as I can. It's the only way I can, guys. Okay?
What about you, Zelsis? What's the warm up?
I'm probably the same way. Like just like TDM.
Any rituals?
Music, I guess.
I don't have rituals.
You know, I don't have like a.
Okay.
There's not like a song or anything I do. You know, like prayer or anything like that. It's just, you know, kind of just do like warm up, get like loose. I like going.
Oh, we
out to
did
the
play
gym.
charades in the
we did
in
play
the
charades,
ready room.
How did that go?
It went great. It was a great time.
Who's the best actor?
Yeah, I want to know that.
Best actor, Kaplan.
Actually,
Really?
yeah, Kaplan. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so he pops off in
Is he a better coach now that he has a stash?
I definitely think
loves his stash.
He does.
You
love
can
his
tell.
stash.
Yeah.
What made him want to grow the stash? Was he inspired by Brenathan and Sideshow as they had busted out their stashes?
I don't know if it was them specifically, but I know when he calls timeouts, like I can just hear like him. You just hear a little hair sound and it's like, oh, I know what he's doing. But,
I will say I know he plays poker with Josh Sideshow, so maybe there's some inspiration there.
Yeah, I want to know how that conversation went. They're just all hanging out, and then he's all like, "Hey guys, you think I should grow a stash?" And Sideshow's like, "Totally." Just in. All right, one last question here. Who's the loudest on the team? This comes from Snowy Squid. Thank you so much for that. Who is the loudest on the team?
dude, it could be either of us on a day.
Yeah, it's like
yeah. But it's definitely one of you two.
It's one of us.
Yeah, it's one of us.
Yeah, because it's like if I'm not yelling, he's yelling, and if he's not yelling, I'm yelling. So it's like
we pick up each other's slack.
Yeah.
Okay.
The yeller
You and I have had a lot of conversations, and you've never once raised your tone. So that is quite fascinating to hear.
He's just not as close to you, dude.
It's fair. I guess I'm just not cool enough.
I only yell in matches.
That's fair. I like that passion. I like that energy. Guys, firstly, congratulations on the win. Very hard-fought victory. Do you feel confident this is the Sentinels team that can very well bring this organization glory once again in Valorant?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think again, the loud loss was it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
We're in the group of death. We're still very confident. We put in a lot of work in the off season. We put in a lot of work coming into here. I don't know how many hours of scrims we played, but we don't come down from practice. We just add things and come up. So yeah, I'm confident.
Yeah, you too?
I think our ceiling's very high. Feel very confident in the team. I think we're gonna be good.
Yeah. I'm excited for you guys. Excited to see what happens throughout the season, and just keep shooting heads where you are. Okay.
You shoot heads.
You shoot heads. He
I'll
tells you to shoot
You
heads.
had a few rounds today.
Yeah. I have my moments. I have my
Last
moments.
few, yeah.
It's my little aimer.
Thanks, man.
Aw, look at that. All right,
so
guys.
cute.
Well, with that, 2 teams are out of the competition. We're going to check out where the bracket stands right now. So MIBR defeated Furia. They will await the loser of NRG and Cloud9, and then the Sentinels will await the loser of Loud and Leviathan. And you guys are just running the gauntlet. I genuinely feel bad for y'all. Because Loud, Leviathan, these guys are fantastic. It's just a lot of work you got ahead of you.
It's the group of death.
Yeah.
When you saw the group draw, were you like, crap?
It's just the Sentinels way,
I thought it was gonna be
right?
fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's competitive. It's the Sentinels way.
Gotta beat the best to beat the best.
Yeah. In the immortal words of Ric Flair, you got to be the man. You got to beat the man in order to be the man.
Isn't that what I just said?
It sounded better when a wrestling quote,
because
so I can get, and I'm going to try and get everyone into professional wrestling in this broadcast. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Zekin. Thank you to Zelsis for joining us here today. What a day it has been. But the good news is there's so much more to come this week. After this, you got Pacific. EMEA is going to be dropping this week.
China's starting in 3 days.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And we're going to be back on Friday. We have some new faces as well. It's going to be incredible. We can't wait. And we thank you so much for joining us for this kickoff weekend that has been so freaking exciting. For all of us here in the studio, we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Peace.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
Crazy. Day in LA, bro. I was here yesterday. My God. I was not in this place. Don't. Who
do you think has the best aim right now? This is actually gonna be like a fucking
less. He's gonna say less.
This is gonna be like a very hot take that no one thinks I'm gonna say. Like, what do you guys think I'm gonna say? Like, from what I've been watching, I have like a player in mind. And no one's got it right. Oh wait, one guy got it right. He's a Valid. Is Valid. I think he has he has very good aim, bro. His aim is very steady.
Valid?
Like, he has that 1v1 type aim. Like, he will beat anybody in a 1v1. Like, if you're just like C long on Haven, Vandal versus Vandal, like, he's just gonna win. Valid has some good ass aim, bro. I can't lie. But he just doesn't maybe he doesn't top frag all the time because he just plays smokes. He's not like playing like crazy, like fucking running in and doing crazy shit.
Jar there, 2 players suppressing over the last 2 are. A jar there, 2 players suppressing over the last 2 are. We really really expecting Valen to try and do it again. I don't think it's likely, is it?
Surely not.
Contacting both of them now. There's only real chance here. Okay.
Surely not.
There's one, but it's dealt with. The deep position of net. Jump spot as well. Good discipline. Klaus. It's off to the side here. No way, Valen. No way. Four for him. On for the ace. A clutch like that.
Oh my god.
That's that.